Welcome back in. Welcome back in, my beautiful people. Make sure as you come back in, do you have your popcorn ready? Are you ready to attack today? Are you ready to go ahead and talk about everything that we need to talk about and everything that we have to discuss? Because we back at it again, folks. We're back at it again. And today, I got an update for you. And today, we got to talk about it. And today, I got to let you know how that boy two was out here balling. Out here balling. With the one? With the ones. Yes, Shedeur Sanders today is back with the ones. Yesterday, they had a full pads practice. Today, they decided to give everybody a break. They're in shorts and shoulder pads. And that's okay. Because I got two still does. What do you do? At the end of the day, it don't matter if we in shorts. It don't matter if we in pads. It don't matter what we in. At the end of the day, we going to still ball. And that man, Shedeur Sanders, today, one of the last important days, in my opinion, this is the most important day that they've had thus far in camp. Because Todd Monken hasn't chosen a quarterback to start in that first game yet. Todd Monken hasn't said who's going to be starting in that first game yet. Todd Monken hasn't said who he's going to throw out there yet. And today, I think Shedeur Sanders might have solidified some things. But we're going to go ahead, break it down, and get into it all. So without further ado, run an intro.
Welcome in. We got Gemz on Gemz today. We got Gemz on Gemz today for your head. Gemz and Gemz.
Hey, we live now, really.
Hold on. Wait. Can you see me? Mama! Hey, we made it. What's going on? Welcome in, all my beautiful people. Man, as y'all come in, you know how we do. Before we get started, you know it's one thing that I gotta ask you. I ask you all the time. I ask you every day, so it shouldn't be nothing new to you. I need you to come on in, and I need you to do me one favor, please. I need you to make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you send this to everybody, including your mama, your daddy, your best friend of another friend, Lit Johnny, Lit Timmy. Don't forget about Lit Susan too. Lit Susan need these gems, and don't forget about Lit Josh. Lit Josh just moved down the street from Lit Susie, and Lit Josh said, "Hey, I need some of them gems too." So don't keep all these gems to yourself. All right, share the wealth, share the love, and make sure you send these gems to everybody. But without further ado, my beautiful people, I hope y'all all are doing well. I hope y'all all got your popcorn, you got your snacks, you got your little drink, and you are ready for what we're about to get into today. All right, because Shedeur Sanders, it was his day with the ones today. Shedeur Sanders, I believe, has changed the QB battle. I believe Shedeur, on day 13 of training camp, because today is day 13. Couple days before they take on the Chicago Bears in the first preseason game. Today was a very important day. And that man, Shedeur Sanders, he went out here and he got out here and he balled. Who's the first person to say something in the chat? Hey, Dubs, what's going on? 30 TDs in shorts at the 1 yard line. He said, well, Deshaun Watson got 30 TDs today in shorts at the 1 yard line. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. But first, we got to talk about my man, Jerry Jeudy. Because, Jerry, I wasn't even going to get straight into the clips today because Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson today, they talked during a press conference. We will get into Shedeur Sanders and what he said during his press conference. We're going to watch the whole thing. We will get into what Deshaun Watson said during his press conference. We're going to watch the whole thing of that as well. So we're going to get into everybody's press conference today because they all talked. Fano actually talked today, and even Todd Monken, once again, he talked, and we're going to get into what he said. And so to my guy, our Driz, 9509 in the chat, being the first one to say something. Blow up the chat. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's go ahead and get right into it. But Jerry Jeudy, I need you to come into the front of the congregation, please. Jerry, Paging, Jerry Jeudy, Paging, Jerry Jeudy. Can you come into the front of the congregation? Because when Shedeur drops you a dime like this, dog, I'm not saying you're taking after Sabotage Stefanski, But my guy, can we talk about it? Can we discuss it? Can we have a conversation about it? Shedeur. Woo, that's a good ball. Oh my, Jerry. What the? See, chat. See, chat. I didn't want to start off like we starting off today. I didn't want to go ahead and show it to Jerry Judy. Are you doing this on purpose, Jerry? Jerry, I must know. He can't throw. Oh, Lord, good Lord, good Lord. Let's watch it one more time. Okay, let's watch it one more time because Jerry Judy, look at that play action pass, nice pocket, loading up, and Shedeur from here on out. From here on out, Shedeur, we can only throw this pass like this to Jerry. I mean, not Jerry Judy, to Casey Concepcion, Denzel Boston, Tyler Wallace. Honestly, we can throw it to anybody but Jerry Judy because clearly Jerry Judy might be playing for the other team. Jerry Judy just might be playing for the other side, chat. Don't be ghost watchers as you coming in. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button because chat, hold on. I got clips on clips on clips on clips today. So make sure you hit that like button. All right, let's get into it though. Oh my goodness, what a throw. Oh, I might have to play this on a loop. Good operation at the offensive line. Good. Oh, come on, bruh. Once again, he dropped it where, chat? He put the ball where, chat? He put it in the only place that was probably the worst place that he could have put the ball in. Chat, it was probably one of the worst places that he could put the ball in. He put it right in his breadbasket and right in your hands. It hit you in the wrong spot, Jerry. Jerry, did it hit you in the wrong spot? Asking for a friend. Because at this point, this is outrageous, Jerry. Jerry. This is supposed to be a highlight of the day. And then after you run it after that, it looked like you didn't catch. Watch it one more time, chat. Because it seemed like when Deshaun throw you something, you catch everything. But dog, Jerry. What? Did it hit you? It hit him in the wrong spot, chat. That's on me. It hit him in the wrong spot, chat. Right in the hands. Right in the hands, chat. Chat, it must have hit him in the wrong spot. All right, it hit him in the wrong spot, right in the hands. I didn't want to start off like this, chat, but this is one of them plays, chat. This is one of them plays where I can be upset, I can be mad. You know, I can hop on and get on Jerry Judy. But at the end of the day, we know this is sometimes what Jerry Judy just does. All right. But that is a goddamn beautiful ball. Can we watch it one more time, chat? Is it allowed? Are we allowed to watch it one more time? Is that okay? Because every single day, at least the past few practices, I'm seeing Shedeur drop dime after dime after dime after dime after dime. Dime after dime after dime after dime after dime. But yet, some of these receivers, man, are you just not used to him dropping dimes like that? Are we just not used to Shedeur doing this? Watch it one more time, chat. One more time for the people in the back. Last time I'm rolling, and then we're going to move on to the next clip. But, chat, it hit him in the wrong spot, right in the red basket. Right in the hands. You can't throw a better ball than that. If we be in chat, you can't throw a better ball than that. You can't. You know I got the clips on clips today, though. All right, we got the clips on clips today. All right, clips on clips. Next clip, let's roll it. All right, we're going to start off with a couple of clips today, chat, because I want us to ease into the day before we go ahead and get into some things, because there's a few things that I want to talk about. Good job, Shedeur. Boom. Watch him go through his progressions. Boom. One's not there. Okay, he's not there. Boom. Two's not there. Up. Check down. That's how we want it to look like every single time, chat. This is how we want it. One's not there. Two's not there. Three. 1, 2, 3. Get it out. Chat, I'm not going to lie to you. Shedeur's progression just during the clips that I've seen during camp, he continues to put all the pieces together. He continues to look like a real quarterback, a real NFL quarterback, but not just like any quarterback. He's looking like one of them top 10, top tier guys. Because this is exactly how it's supposed to look like. Yes, this is just 7-on-7. Yes, there's no pass rush. But it's the fact that you go through the rhythm. It's going to become second nature for him after a while. After a while, with Shedeur Sanders continue to go through the progressions like this, you practice good habits. This is what we want from Shedeur Sanders. We want him to continue to stack good days. We want him to continue to stack good habits. All right? But we will go ahead. We will go ahead and continue. Hey, if we here with the bias, y'all know I'm a little biased. What I got to lie for? If you don't like me being a little bit biased, I go to the door, baby. But just make sure you hit that like button on the way out, though. But back to what I was saying, chat. Because you know they talking crazy in the chat always, but I love it. I appreciate your comment, though, brother. Hey, look, going 1, going 2, not there. 3, check down. That is what we want. And you see he out there with the ones. There go Grant Dale Pitt. There go that's of course Quinshon Junkins right there. That's my boy Fannin. So the QB competition is still live and well, folks. Because if I'm being honest with you, if it wasn't a quarterback competition, if it wasn't really, supposed to look like how it's supposed to look like, at the end of the day, Shedeur Sanders wouldn't be practicing with the ones. But it's looking like it's supposed to look like. Todd Monken knows at the end of the day, I cannot call this quarterback battle over right now. I got to see both of them in games. Shedeur Sanders is continuing to do what he does. He's continuing to do what he does. But I just want to remind y'all of what Todd Monken said. All right, this is a light clip. Nothing crazy. As you can see, 7-on-7. Boom, hit that back foot, let it go. Easy money. As long as we ain't throwing no interceptions. Because we're going to get to some of them interceptions. I ain't going to say who threw an interception today, but we're going to get to it. But anyway, we stacking days, chat, continuously. But I want to show y'all this that happened during the press conference. We're going to get to Shedeur Sanders' press conference here later on in this video. But I just want y'all to see. Do y'all see who's on the screen right now? Can y'all see my screen? Can you see it? This is for the people all the way in the back. Because I just want to remind you when Todd Monken said something a couple weeks ago, I believe it was. He said something that was extremely, extremely, extremely important. Todd Monken said that it is the players and it is the team who chooses the guy. It is the players and it is the team, and then ultimately it's up to that player who chooses the guy. We're going through these clips, and I'm showing you the continuous process. I'm showing you the continuous growth. I'm showing you the continuous climb for that man, Shedeur Sanders. But I just want to look at his face. Look how happy he is. Look how happy this guy is. My boy Quincy Williams. Hey, I know who you want to be your QB1. Quinshon Junkins. I know who you want to be your QB1. My guy, who is that? Jenkins. I just showed you clips from yesterday, but let's go ahead and play the clip. This is Williams, first string linebacker. We gave up Bush last year, but we got Williams this year. So we good. We still gonna keep it afloat. This boy gonna be nice for y'all this year. But look what he doing. He crashing. Who press conference?
All right, I got a question for you though. What's your question?
He said he got a question.
If you had a walk out of the tunnel song, what song would it be?
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
He said if you got it, let's play it. Hold on, they couldn't hear it for the people in the back.
I got a question for you though.
What's your question?
If you had a walk out of the tunnel song, what song would it be?
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. I hope yours will be that too.
Hey, hold on. Look how he was so smooth while he walking up. He said, that's my QB1. He said, let me go mess with my QB1 real quick. Because it goes back to what we said and what we talked about yesterday. It goes back to what we said and what we talked about yesterday, chat. Because if I'm bringing up the conversation, if we're going to talk about it once again, I just want to roll this clip back. We showed it. We talked about it yesterday, but I just want to roll this clip back. Because Rich Eisen said it. Rich Eisen said it, right? He said that at the end of the day, Todd Monken, when he chooses his QB1, when he chooses his QB1. At the end of the day, he can't go against what the locker room wants. He can't go against what the locker room wants. He can't. At the end of the day, it doesn't make sense. Let's play the clip one more time.
All right, I got a question for you, though.
What's your question?
If you had a walk out of the tunnel song, what song would it be?
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. I hope yours will be that too.
And we're going to get to this press conference with Shedeur Sanders. We're going to get there. But I'm just trying to prove a point real quick, chat. Because I'm just trying to prove a point. That's Williams right there, just coming to bother him during this press conference. I'm showing all this for you to understand. Dog, in that locker room, the players know who their QB1 is. In that locker room, the players know who their leader is. In that locker room, the players know who's him and who's not. Todd Monken is not gonna fracture this locker room, y'all. He's not. Oh, hold on, chat. My bad.
He's just a couple of steps away from he's just a couple. At the end of the day, I know Monken is new there, and I know that they want to give him the reins. One would think.
I can't even hear myself.
In a healthy organization, the coach makes the decisions, right?
This is
Bro,
in a row.
I don't know how Deshaun Watson is back from his Achilles, and if he is healthy and he does have the physical traits remotely close to what he used to have, the amount of capital and time for this guy and over this guy and concerning this guy.
Get to the point.
Mandates they see one last shot. Reaction Monday. That Monken cannot look everybody in that locker room in the eye and say, we're starting somebody else. If the team sees this kid is the guy, if this kid is the leader, if this kid has outplayed and outcompeted Deshaun Watson, then he's going to have to give it to Shedeur.
All right, I got a question for you, though.
Just said, chat. Who pulling up on him? And yeah, you might not want to look into it, but I'm gonna look into it a lot because I ain't been in NFL locker rooms. So let me take that back. But I've been in locker rooms when there was a QB battle, when it is a QB competition going on, and the team just naturally gravitates towards the one who consistently shows up time and time again, and the one who consistently balls. And who's the leader. This ain't no coincidence that he walked up on Shedeur. He could have did this during the Deshaun Watson interview. That's the starting linebacker. Come on, bro. It's mountain. It's mountain. It's mountain. Anyway, y'all know Todd Monken, the player's coach too, right? Somebody just said in the chat. Somebody just reminded him. Todd Monken is a player's coach. But real quick, let me show Dillon Gabriel some love on the side note. But I'm just saying all this to say, Chad, at the end of the day, we're going to get into some more of these clips. We're going to get into some more of these clips. They even... Hold on, before I show Dillon Gabriel some love. Hey, can we give a shout out to Jimmy Horn? Jimmy! Hey, Jimmy! Hey, I see you balling out there in Carolina. Hey, Jimmy. I see you balling out there in Carolina. Drop a couple bombs for Jimmy Horn. But you know something? They had the nerve to even ask Jimmy about the quarterback competition out there in Cleveland. Jimmy, what you got to say?
Is Shedeur going to win the Browns quarterback competition?
I pray my boy do win that competition. Right now, I'm worried about our season. What we got going on, but I pray my boy do win whatever they got going on.
Hey, at first he was looking like her. Y'all really just asked me that. Hey, at first Jimmy like, bruh, I'm out here in Carolina, bruh. I'm just trying to go ahead and prove that I'm really him. This is my second season. I wasn't a high draft pick. I'm just out here just trying to ball. Y'all gonna really bother me? I don't care what's going out there in Cleveland, but hey, I do want my boy. That's my guy. That's my guy. I do want my guy to win, though. But, Chad, they come on. What are we talking about? What are you doing? What are we really talking about? Hey, hold on. Let's watch this one more time. Jimmy, like, did you bruh? I'm worried about here. But, Jimmy, we appreciate that answer, though. Because we all pray. We all hope. But they don't need to pray. They don't need to hope. Because we see what's happening with our own two eyes. We just hope it plays out how it's supposed to.
Is Shedeur going to win the Browns quarterback competition?
Is he going to win? Look at Jimmy. He really is
doing in that competition. Right now, I'm worried about our season. But I pray my boy do win whatever they got going on.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm just saying I appreciate you vouching for us, Jimmy. Can we go ahead? Hey, SO to Jimmy, man. SO to my guy Jimmy out there balling in Carolina. I'm hoping for a big season for you, my guy. I'm hoping for a big season for Jimmy. Dubs in the chat for Jimmy, man. Dubs in the chat for Jimmy. Holding it down. I know you, hey, Jimmy, like, bruh. I'm still trying to make sure I'm on the roster over here. You asked me about Shedeur. Shedeur solidified over there. He like, come on, bro. What we doing? What we talking about? What we talking about? But real quick, man, this was a hell of a throw, hell of a catch. All right, we got to show some love to Dillon Gabriel. I know the last few videos, I ain't been showing Dillon that much love. All my Dillon supporters out there, the supercomputer is back supercomputing. He is the AI of the quarterback position. What you do today, Dillon? Good. Uh-oh, rolling out the pocket. Good, Dillon. Ooh. Okay. This is about a 10-second play. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5, 6, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi. Hey, let me stop playing, though. That's hey. You know, play breaks down. That can happen. But was that a catch on the sideline? Let's see if he got the toe drag swag. Ooh, he's out of bounds. But, hey, that's still a nice little throw. That's still a nice little throw. Dillon, I see you, my guy. Best backup in the league right here, you. Best backup in the league right here, baby. All right, let me stop being biased, though. SO to Dillon Gabriel, though. All right? SO to Dillon Gabriel. SO to Dillon Gabriel, man. Everybody in the chat, man, saying I'm biased. Man, I ain't biased, man. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit. Is that not allowed, chat? Like, as long as I'm open about me being a bias, is that okay? I'm open about it. As long as I'm open about it, right? That's all that matters. If I was hiding it, that's another thing. But I'm open about it. I'll let you know in the dope. But I'm not that biased. So I'm biased, but I'm not that biased. Check. Next clip. Next clip. Let's watch it. Let's see it. Put it on him. Oh, pocket breaks down. We rolling out. I see you. Not a sack. Good. Good. Samson, way to come back to the ball. We'll take that. Watch the whole operation. And let's watch his left tackle. Yesterday, this boy had a horrible day out there. Yesterday, I don't know who the hell this is, but my guy, I was finna talk bad about you all day. I was preparing to talk bad about you all day today. Because what I saw yesterday, man, I was sick to my stomach. Offensive line looked piss poor yesterday. Piss poor. It did. But today, even though it must because y'all not in full pads. Must be because y'all not in good sack. Good. Way to hold them up. Defensive line stunned it. That's why, that's what helped you. But, hey, nice little light day. But real quick, let's get back to what I said about the players. Because the players going to choose. The players going to choose. Grant Delpit. Hey, Grant. Can you come to the front of the congregation for me? Come say something to my people. Because I told you the team going to choose. So, Grant, what's your honest opinion about the quarterback battle? Talk to us.
Have you been impressed?
Oh, hold on. Jesus Christ. Do better.
Most with Shedeur Sanders.
What you been impressed with?
I would say that he's definitely grown into his second year. Okay. He doesn't look like a rookie out there at all. I think he's.
He don't look like a rookie out there. Good.
People like to say like mature, but I think it's just, it's just
okay.
Becoming more confident and taking those experiences that he had from last year and growing from them and knowing what could potentially come. Like I'm not baiting him into as much stuff anymore. So but he's doing his thing. And flip side of that, Deshaun doing great. He's time away from the game or whatever, and I don't know, he hasn't played in 2 years?
700 days again.
Yeah, 700 days. So I remember last year during the season, he came in lighting us up, and like during the season being the.
Hey, we don't care about all that, Grant. We ain't talking about last season, Grant. We ain't talking about last season when he was practicing with the scout team. He was helping y'all out. But that's so to Deshaun, because hey, if Grant said that you was in behind, good job, Deshaun. But we ain't talking about last year, Dan. Stay on topic, Grant.
The scout team quarterback, so it's cool to see him out here competing for the starting job, doing what he do. I mean, I honestly appreciate both sides. I appreciate them trying us, DBs. I appreciate them throwing the ball, not being scared to throw interceptions.
I bet you do.
Of course, we don't want an interception on offense, but as a DB,
hold on, it's only a few people out here throwing all them interceptions. Because total, it's about 20 interceptions between all the quarterbacks, but our guy only got 4. Just throwing it out there. Shedeur going to address it here in this press conference. Like, hey, do y'all want to watch the press conference right now?
Appreciate
that. Should I get some more clips? What y'all want?
It gets us work too. It's not fun when it's just 7-on-7 and you scramble and throw the ball out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's all fun.
All right. So he said he was lighting you guys up in the scout team last year.
Last year, yeah, during the.
He said last year though. He said he put it. He like last year. We ain't talking about this year. He said last year that boy was out there cooking. We ain't talking about this year. SO to him though, man. SO to Grant, man. Keeping it real about the quarterback battle. All right, I told y'all, man, I got the clips loaded today. But they said Deshaun Watson is out here doing practice getting booed. This is not good. This is not good at all. The Cleveland Browns fans, dog, it's too early for all that, man. Do not boo this man. Do not boo this man. But they said this is the second straight time that he's getting booed. I don't want to get copyrighted. I'm going to try to play it a little bit. Well, actually, I can't even play it, chat. I'm going to try to show you a separate clip, but they're saying Deshaun Watson during practice today was getting booed. We can't have that. Hold on, let me hear. Nah. We can't hear it no way. We can't hear it no way. It's been reports today that Deshaun Watson was getting booed today during practice. All right? I will show y'all that, but I'm not trying to get copyrighted. I'm not going to lie to you. I already got about 4, 5, 6, 7 strikes on here on YouTube. I ain't trying to get 8. All right, chat. But this is a nice little pass by Deshaun right there. Go ahead, put it on. Nice little spiral. We'll take it all day. Deshaun Watson going with the 2s today. Boy, the first string looks amazing some days. But this second string, offensive line, dog. I know it's second string, but dog, y'all got to block somebody. I mean, dog. I'm like, dang. Y'all already in the quarterback face. But nonetheless, good pass, Deshaun. Good pass, Deshaun. We appreciate it. On the website, real quick, we got to touch on this real quick, chat. If you go to the Cleveland Browns website right now, chat, if you go to the Cleveland Browns website right now, I want somebody to go test this theory, man. Because if you go to the Cleveland Browns website right now, and I'm bringing this up for a reason, chat, it says Deshaun Watson or Shedeur Sanders. Hey, the quarterback competition is real, chat. Chat, the quarterback competition is a real thing. All right, it is. I wouldn't lie to you. It is. Somebody go, hey, chat, go ahead and do your research, chat. Hey, chat, I really need somebody to go do the research right now. Somebody go do the research and go to the clevelandbrowns.com, and I want to see if this is real. Because it says first offense, it says Deshaun Watson or Shedeur Sanders. So this is the they got to release this. So if I'm putting this all together, if I'm making it make sense, they have to release this. So that way, obviously, the Bears, they release their depth chart for, blah, blah, blah. So they got to release this. But they literally put Deshaun Watson or Shedeur Sanders. Let's drop a bomb for our guy. Because this time last year, our name wasn't nowhere to be found in the first string. This time last year, we was out there throwing the trash cans and throwing to nobody but the training staff. But to this year, to date, our name right there, baby. Our name right there. So that's all that matters, chat. And even Todd, hey, Todd, can you talk to my people real quick? But somebody go fact check this. Somebody go fact check this, please. I am just curious and I am just asking for a friend. Chat, I am curious and I'm asking for a friend. Is this really on the Browns website? But anyway, moving on. Todd, come talk to my people. Todd, talk to my people about how we feeling about this first game. And have you made your decision yet?
Had you made the decision who's going to start Saturday?
I have.
Okay.
What did you say?
Had you made the decision who's going to start Saturday?
I have.
Okay. The other day you said it was going to be who gave you the best chance to score. How much of that is a factor versus how
Well,
you balance
that's for the first game.
of the regular season?
Correct. I mean, we're going to see both of them. I mean,
Well, that's
one's going to
understandable.
start this week, and one's going to start next week,
Yeah.
right? And we're going to play about a similar. I'd like to see the quarterback play a half and get a 2-minute. We're going to do everything we can to try and get a 2-minute, right? Simulate that for the half, and we're going to try to do the exact same thing the next week.
Why one for Chicago and the other for Chicago? I mean, which one?
You have to pick.
Talk to him, Todd.
I know,
I
but
mean,
you
somehow I got to pick somebody. So I have my reasons. I have my reasons of how it's going to go, and it's not. I mean, it's
Talk to
still
him,
a
Todd.
competition. We're still excited to watch guys practice today, let alone, on Saturday and then next
Yeah.
week against Buffalo, and we'll get a chance to see them both. And then every week we'll assess it. It'll be a little bit more difficult with the player that doesn't play as much this week or the other quarterbacks, right? We'll be able to assess, in terms of the quarterback that started, how he played, and when the other guys came in and played, and then the opposite will be next week against Buffalo.
We appreciate that, Todd. We appreciate that, Todd. But as you can see, Todd says, dog, don't worry about who's starting. Both of them starting right now. Can we drop a bomb for goddamn Todd? We got to drop a bomb for goddamn Todd Monken, chat. Because Todd Monken out here, he don't be playing with nobody. Todd Monken out here, if I'm being honest, chat, if we really talking about it, if we really having a conversation, dog, I like the way he moves. Because he's saying that, hey, at the end of the day, y'all going to find out when everybody else found out. You really think I'm going to come out here and tell you what I got going on? No. Not a chance, my friends. No. No. That's so the Todd Monken, though, baby. That's so the Todd. Because Todd, hey, at the end of the day, I respect it and I love it. But now let's get back to the clips, chat. All right, can we get back to the clips real quick? Because, hey, I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you, chat. Hey, Deshaun out here. Hey, that boy ain't looking bad, man. That boy ain't looking too bad. Deshaun out here saying, hey, I'm here. Hey, Shedeur, I'm here. With the ones or the twos, I'm cooking out too. Okay, look at him changing at the line of scrimmage. Okay, Deshaun. I mean, I only see the Shedeur doing a lot of that, but hey, I see you out here. Get him in the right play. Change it. Is that a sack, though? But this second offensive line, I don't even care. With the second offensive line, even if it's a sack, chat, we don't care. We care about that throw. That's a hell of a throw, Deshaun. We care about that throw. Dubs in the chat for Deshaun Watson, man, keeping the battle close. Iron sharpens iron. Dubs in the chat for Deshaun Watson right now. Dubs in the chat for Deshaun Watson. We ain't being biased over here. Dubs in the chat for Deshaun. Let's roll it back one more time. Hey, Deshaun, I see you, big dog. He said, easy. Hey, check. Max protect. Hey, check. Set. Blue 18. Blitz is hot. Hey, drop another bomb for Deshaun Watson, man. Keeping the goddamn race close, baby. I'm here for it. Deshaun, we're going to need you to do a lot of that and more. All right? But man, our guy too, he still be cooking. Our guy too, he's still out here balling. Our guy too, he's still out here doing what he needs to do. So, real quick, all right, before we get into any more, can we hear one more word from Todd Monken real quick? Can we hear one more word from him? Is that okay, chat? Can I bring Todd Monken back up to the front of the congregation? So I told you it's only a few people that we listen to these days. It is only a few people that we listening to these days. And some of them, they're not Mary Kay. Some of them is not Zach Jackson. All right. We listening to legitimate sources. A nice little trick play with Shedeur Sanders and that boy Casey Concepcion, though. Can we bring this up, chat? Can we go ahead and watch it? Is this allowed? Hey. Let me go ahead and turn this off. Hold on. Nice little reverse. Yeah. Nice little reverse. Okay, KC. Get some plays for KC out here. Got an orbit motion. So the running back, Samson's going out this way. Samson's going to the flat to the other side. Him and Shedeur. Looking like a speed option going one way, right? But instead of the speed option, boom, we hand it off to KC Concepcion right behind us. I like this. I like it, chat. I'm here for it. I like it. Nice little trick play. Nice little trick play for us. All right. Here's a better angle of this whole clip. All right, here's a better angle of it. Let's go ahead and show it. So that way you can see the wide camera view of it. All right, let's talk about it. Hold on, chat. That music a little too loud. I can play it a little bit, but I can't play it too much because some of it, YouTube will get on your boy. Boom. Quick fade that way. Boom. Fake it that way. Okay, not too crazy. The defense was all over it, though, if I'm being honest. They was all over it. Probably would have been a gain a few yards, though. Gain a few yards, right? But I like this, though, because that just means that they're going to be using that number 1 draft pick that y'all got. KC Concepcion was drafted in the first round this year for a reason. He will be huge. He will be huge. Huge moving forward for the Cleveland Browns and for them to be successful. Shedeur Sanders today and Deshaun Watson both struggled in the red zone. The defense won in that area today. All right, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it and more. All right. But Shedeur Sanders, for the most part, in 11 on 11s, he did what he was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do today. All right. For the most part, Shedeur did what he was supposed to do. All right, let's go ahead and watch this clip before I go ahead. Hey, we finna bring it back to Todd Monken because Todd Monken said something important earlier that I think is important for my people. So you know I'm going to go ahead and bring you the raw, bring you the real, and we only listen to a few people. So Todd Monken, when you come back up to the podium, we're going to go ahead and put you back on the spotlight. All right, Shedeur Sanders checking the play at the line, making sure everybody's set, making sure everybody ready. Go. Play breaks down. Boom, hit Isaiah. Hold on, is that a tutty? Is that a tutty? Hey, that better be on the QB tracker. That's all I'm saying. Let's watch a full breakdown, full play. No sack either. Defensive, offensive line holding up. Hey, that's a drag route. 43. Y'all think he getting there? Yeah, he got there. No touchdown. That's a nice little game, though. Nice little game. They said that Shedeur Sanders took advantage of his reps today with 11s on 11s. The very next play. Let's watch it. Come on, man. Whoever, hey, don't send me no clip, man, if it's not going to be the clip my people need to see because they blocking our view. Ooh, hold on. What was that? Oh, my God. I can't even see what's going on. All right, that was a miss by Shedeur. All right, but now let's get back to Todd Monken real quick. Todd, I got to have you affirm. Actually, let's go ahead and watch the first part of this interview with Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur, come to the front of the congregation, please. Come talk to us. Yeah, we good over here. What you apologizing for, young man? Listen to what he say, chat. And what he said is correct. What he said, oh, hold on, people. Hold on. Y'all couldn't even see this whole time. Chat, Let me know next time. I'm over here just looking. Y'all just looking and staring at me like, what? Dog, put it on the screen. My bad, chat. My bad. Let's roll it back. Let's roll it back. Let's roll it back. My bad. That's on me, chat. Y'all sit here just looking at me.
I dislike when it's a lot of separation and when something. And
oh, y'all can't hear it? Y'all can't. All right, let me turn the volume up. Let me turn the volume up. Y'all say y'all can't hear it. Hold on. My bad, my folks.
When it's a lot of separation, last time I came, I want to apologize for.
Let's play it all the way back. That's on
how
me,
things was last time I came up here before y'all. I think dearly. I dislike when it's a lot of separation and when something and when between the team and people get painted a certain way and all this different type of stuff. So that's where I get frustrated and I shut.
Hey, my bad. I know I'm slacking, chat. That's on me. My bad. Can y'all hear it now, though, chat? Dubs in the chat if you can hear. All right, we can hear it now. All right. My bad, players. My bad.
Down, because this doesn't help us win. So it's kind of like an option, but not an option. So I feel drained when I express myself to people and places and cameras when it's not received and taken the right way, or we're trying to divide the team or anything like that. So that's where I was just trying to preserve my energy from going in depth with a lot of things. So definitely.
So basically what he was saying with that first question was, at the end of the day, he's not here to divide the team. He's not here to answer questions that's going to, bring them further apart than bringing everybody together. He doesn't want y'all to make it between this person, that person. Nah, we on the same team. We all just trying to get better. We all just trying to build for the future and come together for the future. So I understand. I respect that, Shedeur. Continue.
Last couple of weeks, just in relation to how you started.
Yeah, I think each and every day we improved as a team. I got more comfortable within the offense. There's definitely still challenges every day that you got to correct and focus on and be able to improve.
Do you know when you'll be going into the game Saturday?
Coach Monken, he's going to tell you.
Coach Monken ain't. See, that's my problem, chat, with this media. If Coach Monken ain't tell y'all, do y'all think the quarterback's going to tell you? But anyway.
Yeah, he told y'all. Y'all would know. Y'all would know as soon as we know.
Shedeur, coaches talk so much about the pre-snap operation. And yesterday, Coach Schweitzer talked about that, trying to save those 8 seconds. How important is that in your role, and how much improvement do you think you made? The coaches all say that you've gotten so much better in that.
It's very important. That's why I talk about saving your energy, So you got to, throughout my day, I find ways on how I can save my energy to be able to be a battery out there, to be able to operate fast, and do everything with a purpose and very quickly. You can't do all that when you pulled in a lot of different directions, because that's how I feel drained. I feel drained that way. And I tested it, so I know what helps me, what puts me in the best situation to operate, how the coaches would like.
Is there one thing in particular when you're in a game situation that you're really kind of looking forward to seeing where you've grown the most from last year?
Last question that we're going to take, chat, then we're going to get back to the clips. All right? We're going to finish this press conference here in a second. This is the last question that we're going to take. We're going to get back to the clips. All right? He said, pay attention to
from that Cincinnati game to, finally getting back out there in a real game setting and seeing where it's improved the most?
No, we approach practice like a game. So it's the same amount of focus and seriousness that it is. So that's why I'm excited to feel. It's like, how similar does it feel to practice, honestly? Because it's a different type of intention and a mentality, that we go out there every day with.
And see, the way he's at, and you're right, Quincy did come later on. To lighten the mood. But the good thing is, with Quincy himself coming in later on to lighten the mood, you can see Shedeur Sanders at this point. Dog, he ain't rocking with the Cleveland media, bruh. And I don't blame him. They're being divisive, and all they doing is just spreading false propaganda and negative press. All they're saying is negative connotations when it comes to Shedeur. But man, hey, I appreciate Quincy though. I told y'all the team, once again, they choose who the leaders are. Last question.
I saw somewhere that you have a blister or blisters on your hand.
Many people think they're only.
Oh, many people don't think nothing, my friend. Hold on. Hold the phone, chat. Hold the phone, chat. My bad. We're going to get to Mary Kay last question. You know Mary Kay always got to say something. Chat. Last question before we go ahead and move on and get back to the clips. My bad, chat.
Might make it a little bit difficult. Is there any
Mary Kay, speak up.
That happened this past offseason, getting back into it.
You talking about the blister that he had on his hand?
Just from throwing a lot. Honestly, that's where it came from. And they all healed up now. Yeah, but that was the thing, like I would say at the start of training camp and everything that, we just had to work through and be able to figure out.
So Shedeur, you just said that you treat practice like a game. So what areas specifically do you think you've improved most in since that last game last season?
Okay, and we're going to leave it right there, chat. Well, we got to get back to the clips. I want to show this clip because this has been going on all camp. And this is something that I think we all can appreciate. All right, we're going to get back to the press conference. But this has been going on all camp. Todd Monken, in certain situations throughout practice, in certain situations throughout what's going on during camp, Todd Monken is actually trying to help develop Shedeur Sanders. Todd Monken goes out of his way to go talk to the offense, goes out and shows them love. And if something's not going wrong, he's either going to stop practice, he's going to interject, or he's going to, put his 2 cents in one way or another. That is how a head coach should operate. He's a player's coach, a hands-on player's coach. And this is what our guy needs.
Planning on going to play receiver in the NFL. Yeah. An Ohio State quarterback, you were planning on going to play.
This is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
This is what we here. This is what we here for. This is what we here for. That is what we here for. All right, we're going to watch it to the end. All right, we're going to get back to the press conference. But I just wanted to show that because, dog, a head coach taking his time. This is how you develop players. He has Denzel Boston in there, who's a first-year player. Casey Concepcion, first-year player. He got Fano in there. There's Jerry Jeudy, the vet. You see, this is the one group. Young players in there. You got him asking questions. The head coach right there. He's not talking to just Shedeur Sanders. He's talking to everybody. Hands-on coach. Coaching, developing players. This is what we want here in Cleveland. This is what we need. Anyway, let's get back to Shedeur's press conference. Let's get back to the press conference. Hey, Shedeur, come back to the front of the congregation.
I would say being a great teammate, especially to that guy right there.
All right, I got a question for you, though.
What's your question?
All right, so since they'll show the whole clip, and this is the part right here, you heard Shedeur say being a good teammate, especially to that guy right there. The guy right here who we was talking about was Quincy Williams. All right.
All right, I got a question for you, though.
What's your question?
What's the question?
If you had a Walk Out of the Tunnel song, what song would it be?
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
I hope yours will be that too.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, though. Because you can see how Shedeur face lit up and had a whole energy, the whole move, the whole vibe changed. Shedeur, hey, at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to be talking in front of people who talking bad on my name either. The Cleveland media, since Shedeur has gotten in Cleveland, the only person that's really been on the side of the Cleveland media damn near is G. Bush and Earl Pearl and some of them other boys. Even McNuggets a little bit. But you be a little, wishy-washy. But ain't nobody show love to Shedeur in that Cleveland media, the beat reporters. So Quincy Williams,
If you had a
doing
walk out
this?
of the tunnel song, what song would it be?
It'd be perfect timing.
Yeah.
It'd be perfect timing. I hope yours would be that too.
So you go ahead with the answer. If you
But you see how that interaction, even Quincy doing that, Quincy see his teammate. Quincy and see, that's the thing that y'all don't know about these NFL locker rooms. Let me interject before we continue playing Shedeur Sanders. I got the highlights, I got the clips loaded. I know y'all came for the clips. Be patient. But let me get this takeoff. With Shedeur Sanders, just period and in general, the locker room knows who rocks with who and who doesn't. The locker room sees the fakeness and all the extra ish that's going on when people talk about Shedeur Sanders. Dog, the locker room hears that. They see that. Their wives talk to him about it. Their girlfriends talk to him about it. Everybody knows. It's not a hidden secret. They are human beings. Shedeur Sanders is a human being. Quincy Williams is a human being. They know the Cleveland media be on BS. They know that. They know they've been on Shedeur hit top since the beginning. They know that. So that's why my man Quincy did what he did. Quincy Williams, we appreciate you, baby. We appreciate this. Let's show it one more time for the people all the way in the back. And I just want to reiterate the fact that if the locker room knows this, if the locker room knows everybody's against Shedeur, if the locker room knows everybody has something to say about this man, when they know some of those things just aren't true, this is how you show up for one of your teammates. It's just a small little tidbit moment, but it's a big moment if you really look at the grand scheme of things. He's a starter on that defense. Why he just sitting there? Why he did not speak to the press today. Quincy Williams did not speak to the press today. He's just out there watching Shedeur Sanders doing a press conference. What you watching Shedeur Sanders press conference for? Because you know I'm a leader on this team. I'm new to this team, yes, but I'm a leader on this team nonetheless. And that's my quarterback right there. So I'm going to have his back. I'm going to have his 6. And if the move seeming like it's a little off, let me go ahead and interject. Let me have a little fun. So that's why hey, man, Shedeur, hey, let me go ahead over here. Holla at my boy. Holla at my guy. Not saying that he wouldn't have done the same thing for Deshaun, but dog, if I'm stating the facts, if we looking at the obvious, we got to look at it through the grand scheme of things. When the defense is rocking with you, if you know anything about football, if you know anything about a football locker room, when the defense is rocking with you, when the defense is on your side. So who said that in the chat? Martha, Miss Martha. Hey, Miss Martha, you got it right, miss. When the defense is on your side, you know it's up. It's up.
All right, I got a question for you, though.
What's your question?
They know what's up.
If you had a walk out of the tunnel song, what song would it be?
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Let's watch it one more time, man.
I hope yours will be that too.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Shedeur Sanders in that locker room, bro. It's evident, dog. It's evident, chat. It is evident. They appreciate this man. They respect him as a leader. They see him as their future guy who they can lean on, who they can trust. Even with this, since we talking about the topic, who is this, chat?
What color you get?
Oh, hold on.
Get us
Tevin Jenkins,
6
Cleveland
all
Browns
round.
offensive guard. Hold on, why everybody rocking with him? Quincy Williams is a stand-up guy too, for sure. Tevin Jenkins, though, stand-up guys. Tevin Jenkins was just with my Chicago Bears. He was just in the shy. If you
I got low tape, you gonna line up the bid.
Can you do that?
Yes, I can.
Oh, I like the head beam. This is creative. It makes me want to get a cut by him
I ain't
already.
gonna lie, he looks very professional. I appreciate it.
Big dog. If you haven't
How you
seen this
feeling?
whole clip, go watch it
Made
for
me feel
yourself.
confident back there, man. Something about that extra light he got on his head. He getting precise back there.
All right, so break us down what you're doing right now, bro.
Hey, so we're setting our bottom guideline in.
But Chad, you think if he didn't rock with Shedeur Sanders, this is his offensive lineman, his guard. My guy, this offensive line, he started out there with the Chicago Bears. Now he's on Cleveland. They picked him up this offseason. Dog, if they wasn't rocking with Shedeur, if that wasn't his QB1, come on, man. It's a culture. It's a belief. They all are believing in who? That guy too. It's a new regime. This new Cleveland movement from Quincy Williams to Tevin Jenkins to I know Quinshon Judkins rock with Shedeur. Come on, baby. That's the movement. That is the movement. That is the movement. And with Shedeur Sanders, can I show the play of the day? Jack, is it okay if I show the play of the day right now? Because when we talking about Shedeur, when I tell you that he be cooking, can we get to the play of the day? Chad, you know how I feel about the play of the day. Jerry, we could have put you on the spotlight. Jerry, it could have been you. He dropped it right in the breadbasket. He dropped it right in the worst place possible, right in your hands, Jerry. Jerry, this could have been you. But instead, it's Isaiah Bond. Let's roll the clip. Let's roll the clip. Let's roll it all the way back. You see you hear everybody in the crowd going crazy. Well, guys, I got the other angle for you because that angle isn't the best. This angle isn't the best either because that was 4K. This is like 720. Watch the whole play. Play of the day from our guy, too. Isaiah Bond going to have a season this year, too, for y'all. Hey, we here for it. Hey, 2. We see it. And I drop a bomb for 2 real quick. Move my face. Come on. Watch it one more time all the way through before I start slowing it down. You know how we do. Watch it one more time all the way through. Can we put dubs in the chat for that chat? Can we get dubs in the chat for Shedeur and Isaiah Bond? That's a hell of a grab right there, chat. Chat, that's a hell of a grab. He laid out for that. Shedeur put it out there. Let's watch it. Ooh, and it's a catch. He got his hands underneath it. It's a catch, chat. It's not debatable. Now we're in the red zone. Can we get dubs in the chat for Shedeur Sanders and Isaiah Bond connected? And chat, hold on. I got over 600 people in here right now. We got over 600 people in here, so that means I should have over 600 likes on this video. I'm not showing another clip. I'm not showing no more clips because it's more where that came from. I'm not showing no more clips until everybody hit that like button. Hit the like button, blow it up. I know some of my chatters, but dubs in the chat for Shedeur Sanders and Isaiah Bond. Yes, I see the dubs in the chat. Dubs in the chat because this was a throw of the day. Let's watch the 4K angle, even though it's not the best. Let's watch it back in 4K. Can we watch it back in 4K? Hey, chat, you know we gonna spam the clip. Hey, chat, you know we gonna spam the clip. Hey, hit that like button for me, y'all. Hit that like button. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. We gonna watch it back. I'm not pressing nothing. I'm not pausing nothing. We just gonna keep on keeping it on loop. Chat, this is. Hey, chat. Y'all got some goddamn weapons. Isaiah Bond, I'm not going to lie to you. Isaiah Bond has been the silent assassin so far during training camp. He's been steady and consistent. Hasn't had too many splash plays. This camp. It's been the Denzel Boston show or the KC Concepcion show. But don't forget about y'all secret weapon. Y'all know the kind of connection Isaiah Bond and Shedeur Sanders had last year. You remember the clip. Do I need to refresh some memories? Didn't I just show this clip actually yesterday during stream? Didn't I just tell y'all that yesterday, at the end of the day, when I go to the Chicago Bears game, what I'm going to be doing in the stands? Chat, what am I going to be doing in the stands, y'all? I'm going to be out there getting it in 4K just like I did today. We remember it, don't we? We remember this play, don't we? This is how we going to be all season long. Come on, baby. Come on. Chat, we know he one of Shedor's favorites. We know he one of Shedor's favorites. Hey, chat, if you ready for the season, can we get some dubs in the chat? If you ready for the season, can we get some likes on this video? If you ready for the season, can we show some love? The two. I told you, chat. I told you we ain't had a moment because there's been some drops on the days where I was supposed to, go crazy and do the bond and do the bombs on some days. Hey, let's roll it one more time because we didn't have some drops. But today, chat, when we get the best clip of the day, we got to spam it like 100 times. We got to spam it like 1,000 times, chat. Love in the chat. Love in the chat once again. Woo! Hey, we here for it. We here for it. But if we're getting down to it, if we're looking at the ESPN tracker from today, it just dropped. We gonna get back to the clips and we gonna come back to this clip and we gonna spam it some more. But you know what y'all here for? You know what we all here for, chat. So once again, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button if you're liking what you're seeing. And hey, eventually, if you want a hoodie that look like this, to go to this is for the estate from my real estate company. But at the end of the day, hey, what it say on the back? I believe in who? I believe in you. So if you eventually want some hoodies like this, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Because when the memberships start coming, I'm going to bless y'all up. But let's go ahead and let me stop. Let me slow down. Training camp, day 13. We got to get into it. Woo! Shedeur Sanders, slight day in the office. 13 for 21, 1 tutty. Watson, 12 for 17, 0 tutties, 0 interceptions. No interceptions. Let's clap it up, baby. I thought I saw one earlier, but I guess it wasn't one. Maybe, maybe I'm just seeing something. Maybe I actually might have been doing one-on-ones, but that's cool. Anyway, Dillon Gabriel, 4 for 5. Taylor Green, nothing. Taylor, that's okay, Taylor, that's okay. But if we're looking at the tracker from today, day 13 of training camp, it was a light day. But I still see Deshaun, when on days when we with the ones, chat, I'm not going to lie to you. On days when we're with the ones, I don't like our attempts. Because it seems like Deshaun Watson, on days when he with the ones, his attempts, they're up there. On days when we're with the ones, our attempts aren't up there. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Jerry Jeudy dropped 3 passes today. Chat. Sidebar. Jerry Jeudy dropped 3 passes today, and this was the worst one. Jerry Jeudy was a dropping machine today, chat. We played this clip earlier. I wasn't trying to bring up old stuff, but you made me do it. Chat, you made me do it. Because I'm seeing Jerry Jeudy was a drop galore today. Jerry Jeudy was dropping just about everything. Everything. When I say everything, I said everything. I'm just saying. But this is egregious. It hit him in the worst spot possible. The worst, chat. It hit him in the worst spot possible. Looks like it hit him in the worst spot possible. But I'm not going to lie to you, chat. I'm not going to lie to you. On days when we're with the ones, all right, on days when we're with the ones, our reps seem to go down just a little bit. Just a hair. Just a hair. All right? But you know, we ain't gonna hit on no bad stuff today. But I just want to leave this on the screen for a couple of reasons. Just want to leave this on the screen for a couple of reasons. Jerry Jeudy. Dog, the footsteps are loud and bold. If you don't perform and if you keep on dropping passes like this, Jerry, you will be out of there quicker than quick. We have your replacement in Casey Concepcion. We have your replacement in Denzel Boston. We have your replacement in the second year Isaiah Bond. Wallace, that boy Wallace looking good. Larverdale been looking good too. But Jerry, I'm tired of seeing it. Just to show some context for the people who didn't see this earlier during practice, just to show a little context so y'all don't think I'm being biased or I'm being, you know, just a bad guy. But he dropped it right in the breadbasket. Right in the only place that Jerry can get it. Jerry. Dog, if you don't hear the footsteps, I don't know what to tell you, Jerry. Jerry, I don't know what else to tell you, dog. I don't. I didn't want to spend this time hitting on what Jerry Jeudy was doing. But Jerry, it seemed like when you with Deshaun, you be out there catching every team. Every team. But it seems like when you with Shedeur, you do this. Don't do that. Jerry, no, my friend, no, don't do it. No, you got to be better. Because there's some wide receivers on this crew. There's some wide receivers on this crew with this team. And if you don't hear the footsteps, then let me reassure you, Jerry. Your position is not safe, Jerry. Your spot on this team is not safe, Jerry. If you continue to do this, Jerry, it's not going to vote well for you, my guy. Jerry, you continue to do this, it's not going to vote well for you. It's not. Chat, we about to move on, okay? We about to move on. We are. Jerry, look at Jerry's face. There's a door practice today, chat. Hold on, chat. Jerry, no, he like, man, these young gunners, they really on my head top. It went through his arms. So that potentially was a good catch, but bring them hands a little closer to your body, Jerry. But y'all, what y'all think Jerry said in his head right here? Because this is during practice. Today they was looking at the clips. These are the two guys, the two seasoned vets. Cedric Tillman, you've been on this team for how long? Yeah, they looking to replace you, dog. That's why Denzel came on the squad. Jerry Jeudy, you've been on the team for how long? Only a couple years. I think y'all both came on the same on the Browns together. But dog, y'all both, we looking at both of the top two wide receivers about to get cut. Y'all both on my chopping block. I'm okay with KC. I'm okay with Wallace. I'm okay with Denzel. I'm okay with Bond. I'm okay with Larverdale. But y'all too? Let me stop, chat. I'm not advocating for nobody to lose their job. I'm not. I quit, chat. I quit. Chat, I digress. Okay? Chat, I digress. Okay? I digress. Okay? I digress. But today, would it be in the last day of training camp? Would it be in the last day of training camp today, chat? Shedeur Sanders went out with a bang. But the two people you see on this screen, no. Bad days today in office. Bad days today in office. But let's get back to the clips. I haven't shown enough Deshaun Watson. Somebody said Jerry Jeudy got real episodes of bloopers. Hey, chat, leave Jerry alone, man. But hey, chat, we got a whole bunch of people in here. Please don't be a ghost watcher. I'm not showing no more clips so y'all hit that like button. For everybody who has hit the like button, I thank you. Potentially one day I'm going to send you one of these hoodies or one of these shirts or one of the hats when they come in. All right, right now we crawling before we start walking, chat. Remember that. Right now we crawling. We're going to start walking here soon, though. The more and more y'all hit that like button, though, I ain't going to lie, we're going to be walking a little faster. Just saying. Get into the next video, though. We got to show Deshaun Watson a little love, though. All right, I've been showing Shedeur a lot of love today. We got to go here and show Deshaun Watson a little love. That's a nice little ball right there. I don't know what this corner was doing, though. Is it cover 2? Oh, he just got beat. He just got beat straight off the line. Oh, my God. Come on. We can't have that. I'll move myself so that way you can see. Let's go to Deshaun Watson, though. Nice little wheel route, but he got chipped. Oh, he got chipped. That's what that route is for, though. He got chipped, right? Nice little switch route. He got chipped a little bit. Deshaun put it on him, though. But it seemed like everybody catching the ball besides this dude. Chad, I quit. Chad, I quit. Seems like everybody caught the ball today. Besides. Chad, I'm done. I'm done, Chad. I quit. I'm done, Chad. All right, I'm done, Chad. I quit. I quit. I quit. But hey. But they gonna say, hey, Jerry Jeudy really gonna get his chain snatched by the rookies this year, though. Jerry Jeudy, it might be hard for you to get on the field when you got wide receivers making plays like this. He go the other angle of it, chat. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he looked even better from this angle. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting, chat. Chat is disgusting. Oh. Can we get Dubs in the chat one more time for Shedeur? Chat, even when Deshaun make good plays, you know we go crazy for him a little bit too. We show love to everybody. But when I got to do what he got to do, you know we got to show him a little extra love. Ooh. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry. When you got playmakers doing that and you doing this, they ain't going to vote well for you, my guy. It ain't going to go vote well for you. They got like 9 wide receivers in the room. Somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to go. hey, hit that subscribe button, man. If you, hey, chat, you know I'm going to give it to you raw. You know I'm going to always give it to you real, chat. We going to always have fun. But when you got one dude going out here and doing this, and you got Jerry Jeudy out here doing that, chat, I got to call a spade a spade. Chat, I love you. I appreciate you. Make sure if you're on your way out, if this not your cup of tea, hit that like button on when you're out. Hold on, my bad, chat. Hold on, chat. I got to stop. I got to stop because I wasn't trying to get on Jerry Jeudy today, bro. I was not trying to do this today, chat. I wasn't trying to do it today, chat. But at the end of the day, dog, Jerry Jeudy, you have to really come to play this year. Or you very well might be up out of the goddamn league, sir. You got young gunners on this team. Isaiah Bond is only in his second year. Denzel Boston's only in his first year, and he's looking like a stud. Casey Concepcion is out here looking like he's going to beat him. You got young wide receivers who's not coming around and who's not playing with y'all. So, Jerry, hey, let's watch it one more time, chat, and then I'm done spamming it. One more time. Oh, my goodness, that's disgusting. Look at him. He like, yeah, I caught that. Look how you just sitting there. You know when you did something that was bad. And look at everybody in the stand. Look at her. Hold on, chat. Zoom in. Let's zoom in on. Hey, chat, look at her. Hold on, chat. Look at everybody in the fans real quick. She over there going crazy. Look at her. Oh, my goodness. But chat, this is in the same practice, though. This is legitimately in the same practice, though, right? And if this is in the same practice where you got playmakers doing this and Jerry Jeudy is reported to have 3 drops today, things are going to start looking a little different. Things are going to start looking a little different. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Let me bring this up real quick. Hold on. All right, we're going to move on in 2 seconds. All right, we're going to move on in 2 seconds. But somebody said, I have reached out to some of the analytic people around the league. And they have a new metric called the TCDCOVA. What the hell is that? You know when you're trolling, and they trolling big time. I asked them to run the numbers on the Browns camp and results. They were interesting. Anything above a 12 is a top 5 QB level. If we're looking at the QB tracker, who do they put at a 12? What is the chat? They come up with new things every single day to try to dispel what we're doing, chat. He said, I reached out to some analytic people. A new metric called the TCDOVA. What the hell is that? The only metric we care about is touchdowns to interception ratio and the quarterback completion percentage. And if we're looking at that, my good sir, regardless if you say the 12.31, the 12.31, that's the TCDVOA. What is chat? I know whoever made this is trolling. And then ironically, they say whoever is above a 12, they're a franchise quarterback. And of course, they gonna put Deshaun Watson over a 12. They gonna give us I got 8. They will give Dillon Gabriel 3.7. But all these numbers are irrelevant. So why are we running analytics when we're doing a QB tracker that has nothing to do with anything? This QB tracker is AI. We know that. This QB tracker is not the gospel. We know that. And for y'all to somebody to bring up the TCDVOA, anybody but Shedeur, chat. I just wanted to point out that nonsense real quick, chat. But if we're looking at the QB tracker today, say if you just joined us, let's go ahead and calm it down a little bit, chat. Let's bring the levels a little bit down and let's really get to the real talk of this whole scenario. I'm going to show you the complete numbers from training camp because today it concludes training camp, chat. Today is the last day of training camp. There is no more open practices to the press. From here on out, we are prepping for games and we're getting ready for our season opener next month against against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay. And this pass, y'all, that we saw, this was during a 2-minute drill. All right. So that pass to Isaiah Bond, this pass right here, I'm not going to show it again because we're going to spam it again here in 2 seconds. But that pass was during a 2-minute drill. So Shedeur Sanders operated and ran the 2-minute drill today during practice very well. We're going to get into those sequences and those scenarios, chat. You know how I like to take you down through the scenarios and through the different sequences of what happened during practice. We're going to get to that in a second, right? But now, for the people who just came in, we have to go ahead and talk about this QB tracker. So if you didn't know, this QB tracker, the last day of training camp, the QB tracker from today, the last day, August 12th, 2026, training camp, day 13, the last day of training camp, and I believe today was the most important day. All right? Deshaun Watson with the 2s. He had his best day yet with the 2s, in my opinion. All right? He went 12 for 17, no touchdowns, no interceptions. I think one of his good days with the 2s, he had a few touchdowns and no interceptions, but today was another one of his best days with the 2s, just in general, just throwing it out there. But if we're looking at the numbers, all right, Taylor Green, you get nothing, nada. Better luck next year, all right? You're getting that Shedeur Sanders treatment from last year. All right, it's okay, Taylor, you're going to be all right. But Shedeur Sanders goes 13 for 21, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Deshaun Watson goes 12 for 17, no touchdowns, no interceptions. And Dillon Gabriel goes 4 for 5, no touchdowns, no interceptions. This is not the gospel. This is not the end-all, be-all. And even with that trap, the TCD chat, I showed y'all that because they were trolling. That was not a real statistic. But that just goes to show you that that's the links that they would go to. That is the links that they would go to. All right? That's the link that they would go to stay on the anybody but Shedeur train. It's really anybody but Shedeur, chat. Like, for them even making that graphic, which is hilarious. Y'all saw how much I was laughing at it. It's hilarious. It was hilarious. But if we really being honest and if we're really having a conversation, dog, today, what it comes down to and what it sums up, we should have had a QB tracker, if I'm being honest, for Jerry Jeudy and the wide receivers. Hold on. But y'all see, hold on real quick, y'all. Real quick. Let me point out something. Before we get back to the QB tracker, you saw the QB tracker. The QB tracker, it is what it is. I'm done talking about the QB tracker because I could care less about the QB tracker. I care about what they do in these first preseason games. All right? So the QB tracker is irrelevant right now. The QB tracker is irrelevant, chat. Okay? But I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this BS right here. Can we talk about it? Y'all, just read what it says. Just read what it says, chat. Read what it says. Shedeur Sanders, deep down the sideline to Jerry Jeudy. It fluttered, but it hit Jerry Jeudy right in stride. He dropped it. What do you mean it fluttered? Why you got to toss that in there, Zach Jackson? Dog, I ain't see no flutter. It hit him in the only spot that it could. Sir, even if the ball flutters, even if the ball moves a little bit within the air, which some balls typically do when it's, windy, or say if it's wind, just outside, period, and in general. But, sir, if the ball hits you in your hands, I was told as a young player, a young peewee player at that, when I was just a young pup, if the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to catch it, sir. And the ball not only hit his hands, the ball went through his hands and hit the ground. So, my good sir, Zach Jackson, as you go on top of our Mount Rushmore of haters, as you go and we add your face to that Mount Rushmore of haters, and we add your face to the people that we don't care to listen to and we don't care about their opinion. As you go up there, sir, why can't you just say, Shedeur Sanders, deep down the line, great pass, but Jerry Jeudy dropped it? But why do you want to say Shedeur Sanders, deep down the sideline to Jerry Jeudy, it fluttered, but it hit Jerry Jeudy and slide, he dropped it? Dog, it's the way y'all word things out there in Cleveland. It's the way they word things out here. He a hater. He's a hater. But you see how he says, but it hit Jerry Jeudy right in stride. Dog, we got eyes. We see what you see. But the fact that you put that in there, dog, it says which side you plan on. Y'all make it too easy. You make it too obvious to call out y'all BS and to call out the anybody but Shedeur haters. You are part of the fan club. You are part of their squad. You ain't the head honcho. We might want to get at the Tony Grossi or Mary Kay, but you part of the club. And by this statement alone, we know you ain't playing for us. We know you ain't rocking with us. We know it. So stay where you at, my guy. Zach Jackson. Yeah. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. All right, real quick. Because if we go on, because I want to show y'all, I want to go show y'all something else, though. All right, hold on, chat. We're going to get into some more. But I just want to show y'all this. All right. But regardless, chat, I just want to point that out of the Cleveland media haters. But to sum up how practice ended today and how practice went, this is Daniel Fusier, somebody that we can trust as trusted source. All right. Today, he said day 13 of Brown training camp is over. All right. Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson both led successful 2-minute drives to cap Cleveland's final practice before the preseason opener. All right. Can we drop a bomb real quick? And can we put dubs in the chat for both Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders for ending the goddamn training camp on a high note? Because right now, chat, this is where it really starts. Right now, chat, this is where the real competition begins. Right now, chat, this is where all the marbles are pushed to the middle of the table. All the chips are pushed to the middle of the table. And we see who will come out victorious and on top. But The team will fly to Chicago tomorrow, have dinner, and hold a walkthrough on Friday before the Bears game on Saturday. Saturday, once again, for the people who just got in here, make sure you hit that like button. All right, don't be no ghost watcher. For the people that just got in here, if I'm your cup of tea, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button. All right? For the people who just came in here, I want you to know, Saturday, be back right here. Be back right here. You understand me? Be back right here for the after-game recap. Because I'm going to give it to you raw. I'm going to give it to you straight, and I will have the footage because I told you I'm going to be in the stands just like this. Hey, Shedeur! Deshaun! Caleb! I'm trolling, but I will be having footage from y'all for the game, all right? And we're going to be recapping everything that I saw, everything that I witnessed, all right? And we're going to talk about it all right, chat? But I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun today, chat. Hey, dubs in the chat, man. Dubs in the chat for Shedeur and goddamn Deshaun Watson, though. All right, they fly out tomorrow. All right, let's hear back from Todd Monken. Since Todd Monken spoke a little bit more about the quarterback competition, I just want y'all to hear about how training camp and how this first preseason game with the Chicago Bears or against the Chicago Bears will go down. And then we will continue to move on. Because I'm going to get back to the couple clips. I got to show a couple of Deshaun Watson clips because he had a solid day. But Shedeur Sanders had the throw of the day, and he had the best day. So Shedeur Sanders, today, the victory goes to him. And if we're putting up the numbers side by side, we will in a bit. You're going to see how it all shaked out during training camp.
At a really high level, if we're up there with anxiety and the clock's running down and you can't get to the right call, and I'm trying to figure out whether you call a timeout or not, that starts with us. In terms of how we build it, the terminology,
some context.
getting the call in, getting everybody in the huddle, and then getting out of the huddle and saving the time on the clock for us to really function at a high level. That's the art.
We're going to go 2 more. Okay with that?
We've been fine. Obviously, there's room for improvement, and it's a little bit different here because at times we're behind the line. We basically run 10 yards. Now, heck, we might be on the sideline. You got to run all the way to the other hash at the 10-yard line. That's what preseason's for. I'm excited to see that part of it, let alone our guys play. Our guys are going to play. Our guys have played hard.
So basically, I wanted to show that because what he's saying is everything that you see with the pre-snap stuff, everything that you're hearing with all the extra stuff and everything that everybody's saying, Shedeur Sanders can't get everybody lined up. They're having so many penalties, all this and that. Dog, he's just said it. At the end of the day, it's going to come. It's only 13 days in. Don't listen to all the hoopla. Don't listen to all the extraness. Just make sure you tune in for Saturday. Just make sure you come in and you right here come Saturday. Because come Saturday, my good people, my folks, we're going to be reporting and we're going to give it to you raw and we're going to give it to you exactly how I saw it. Exactly how I saw it, we're going to call it. But now let's get to Shedeur Sanders real quick. Talking and calling out the media just a little bit. We're going to also get to Deshaun Watson's press conference. All right? We're going to get into it all. But real quick. Can we show before we get into it, can we show the throw of the day one more time? Can we show the throw of the day one more time? Yes. Todd Monken shows and sees everything within the media. Todd Monken loves it because he knows the media is full of ish. He knows the media is full of ish, so he's going to always dispel things. He's going to always play in front of their face, as he should. Let's see it. One more time. I just wanted to show this angle because watch how you jump into your screen. Mama, there go that man. Mama, there go that man. I just wanted to show this angle because I just wanted to capture the still shot of it. What a goddamn throw. What a goddamn catch. I feel like I do this. Hey. It's a catch. But hey, can we get the steal shot again? Ooh. All right, chat, I quit. But that was one of the throws of the day, man. And what a hell of a goddamn catch. Nice throw, but an even better catch. Nice throw, but an even better catch. And just reiterating this fact, Jerry, them young pups, they're on your head top. Jerry, them young pups, they coming for you. Jerry, them young pups, they ain't gonna play with you. All right, champ. Now let's get back to the business. Shedeur Sanders, can you come back up to the podium and tell us how you really feel about that Cleveland media, please?
What was the question?
What you said that you treat practice like a game.
Mhm.
So my question was, what specific areas have you improved most?
What specific areas have you improved the most, you feel?
I wouldn't really say improve most. I'll say every area I try to improve. It's like a chart within myself and seeing, okay, if I got 10 different areas to improve, like let's improve each area every day, until it gets to max threshold. Max threshold, that'll take some time, that's going to take a couple years, max threshold. But I think I'm
see, but that's the thing. You see what he said right there, chat? He said, I'm not even at my peak yet. That's going to take a few years. This is my second season. The only thing that I'm worried about right now is getting better each and every day. The only thing that I'm worried about right now is stacking good days. The only thing that I'm worried about right now is being better than I was yesterday. That's the only thing he's worried about right now, is being better than he was yesterday. And that is the only thing that matters. He has a growth mindset. Everyone on the planet, even all of us, on me personally, and y'all in the chat, we all need to have that growth mindset. It just goes with life in general. And I love that mindset that he has, because he said, hey, dog, I'm right here. I'm not even at where I can be yet. But I'm on my way, though. We just got to keep on stacking these days. So, Shedeur, keep on stacking days. But continue, my guy.
improving in every area overall.
Coach Monken was saying the other day that he wants to see you and Deshaun in preseason games because it's a little bit different when a quarterback can get hit. There's a little, maybe an extra layer of evaluation there. How, if at all, does the game change for you when you know you can be hit?
Talk to him.
You got to think of how many times I got hit in college. It don't really faze me at all at this point.
See, and that's the thing that they don't know. Chat, don't we know how tough Shedeur is? Before you get up out of here, if you leaving, I hit that like button on your way out. That's all I ask. But he asked him. Well, Todd's saying that, you don't have to wait, when the bullets fly, and he don't want to name a quarterback yet until he see y'all in real live action. Shedeur like, dog, I'm okay with getting hit. Hey, all my CU aunties out there, all my aunties, all my real Shedeur Sanders supporters from day one. We remember how many times I got hit, right? That's why he said that laugh. He like, dog, I ain't worried about that. Think I'm worried about getting hit?
In life, and obviously it's the league, and I got hit multiple times last year. So I like the challenge of going out there to be able to get the ball out of my hands so I don't get hit. That's the challenge for me. To be able to make the right reads, to be able to go through the progressions and figure it out. And even in practice, I don't take it lightly. When I possibly could get hit, because I'm trying to improve the process and speed everything up, and it's extremely tough, but it's definitely a challenge that I look forward to every day going out there.
Good. We're gonna get to another question, but to answer your question, can we trade Jerry Jeudy? No, we cannot trade Jerry Jeudy. We cannot let Jerry Jeudy go. But something good that Jerry did right after this play? He had a self-reflection moment. I'm sorry, Chad. Chad, after this, I'm done. But no, to answer your question, who said that? No, we cannot trade Jerry. Jerry Jeudy is on the books for at least the rest of this season. I think potentially next season. So we can't do nothing. And yeah, nephew ain't no scared about no contact. Nephew, see you auntie shouting from New York. Hey, SO2. Hey, SO to the see you aunties. SO to y'all, man. But yeah. If I'm being honest with you though, I quit. All right. So we're gonna show this one more time. Jerry. You just got to be better. We can't trade you. You ain't going nowhere. But, Jerry, we got to do better. But the self-reflection after this drop, I can see it in your face. You had 3 drops today during practice. Jerry Jeudy had 3 drops today during practice. We ain't going to put the spotlight on him. But, Jerry, I'm happy about the self-reflection because you know you got to be better. That's all that matters. Right, chat? Chat, that's all that matters, right? Jerry, know you got to get better. That's all that matters? All right, cool. Back to the press conference. Let's finish up. Oh, hold on, y'all. So now the next question that Shedeur Sanders was asked, how have you handled switching back and forth with the 1s and 2s? So during the length of training camp, you and Deshaun Watson, Shedeur, you guys have been switching off every single day. One day you're going with the 1s, one day you're going with the 2s. How have you handled that, Shedeur? Talk to us. Talk to my people, please.
Practice with the 1s every day. I mean, how do you think you handled that so far in these first few weeks?
Yeah, I think that doesn't even faze me or get to me, or I think about that at all. You know, I'm just thankful to be out able to practice, you know. So sometimes you got to sit back and reflect on, why would I feel negative in this situation if last year was a total different situation? So I think about things that I'm thankful for in life and not that I really want. If you live in that want world, then you're going to always be searching.
Facts. Facts. And he brought up a good point, chat. Last year, we wasn't even nowhere near the quarterback competition when we was lied to and said it was a quarterback competition. Last year, we didn't even have a chance. A chance. So this year, I'm happy. I'm grateful. I'm extremely grateful. Extremely grateful to be going back and forth with the 1s and 2s. Because, I mean, coach sees something. I mean, it got to be something coach like. It got to be something I'm doing right. Because last year was a whole totally different story. Last year, they were saying Dillon Gabriel was a supercomputer. Dillon Gabriel was the best thing out since sliced bread. That's what we heard last year and what he at now. Oh. Let's continue, though, Shedeur.
There's been a lot of interceptions at this camp. Defense is playing great.
He asked him, there's been a lot of interceptions during this camp. Hold on, my good sir. My good sir. There's been a lot of interceptions during this camp. You said, huh, my good sir. My good sir. My good sir. You said there's been a lot of interceptions during this camp? Interesting. How you feel about that, Shedeur?
I understand that. But you have the fewest of the quarterbacks. Why is that?
I'm not sure. I just try to go about the process every day, make my decision.
He said at the end of the day, you've had the fewest. So he said that if you couldn't hear the question, he said there's been a lot of interceptions during camp so far. And he said you've had the fewest. So why is that? Shedeur, start over once again, just in case some people didn't hear the question.
I'm not sure. I just try to go about the process every day, make my decisions and not really second guess or not. And not really I try to go through the process the right way and try to do everything I'm trying to do. So I think as long as that's at the forefront of the mind and understanding situations, understanding down the distance, understanding what's going on, and then you'll be able to know when it's time to force something and when it's not time to. So I know being on the field for me, the longest, I'm gonna be able to get a feel. So it's like, why put yourself in a situation where you could get taken off a field or anything? So that's what I try to focus on. And obviously it doesn't really happen like that. Some things are tip picks, some things are just things happen. So it's kind of, if I know last year within the season, everything, I threw some picks, then it's like, of course, there's going to be a point, an emphasis to be confident with every decision I make. And that's just in life. Any decision I make, I'm fine with it, and I got to stand by it. And life and football translate to each other. So even now, the decisions I make off the field, I got to stand on it. I live by it, and, I can't regret it.
So a few days ago when
that's facts.
you found out, I guess, maybe before the walk you did that you weren't going to be reps.
Last question, chat.
Did you?
So now she's asking them, how do you feel about not taking the ones reps last Saturday when Todd Monken told you that you weren't going to be going with the ones, Shedeur? How do you feel about that? You know, Mary Kay, she was the only one who had to ask it, but she did. But he had a great response. Let's listen. We're going to get back
You're
to
invited
the
to join Phoenix.
Whoa. We're going to get back to the clips here in 2 seconds, though, chat. All right, so basically the question that Mary Kay asked him, we're about to hear his response right now. But Mary Kay basically asked him, how do you feel about not getting those reps when you were supposed to get those reps? It was supposed to be your day last Saturday. Shedeur had a great response. Let's hear it.
11 on 11s and sit like 3 straight passes right away, right where they need to be. Did you take that as a positive and not let that become anything where you wondered why that was happening like that?
No, I don't think with the coaches that we have you ever wonder. I think whatever is said is direct. Obviously, it's like we was informed, and everything the right way. So it was never a miscommunication between us, So I don't know. I just don't really appreciate sometimes.
There you go.
If things happen.
So Shedeur Sanders is going to say something key right here because he's going to kind of call out the Cleveland media. And you're going to hear him say it in a variety of ways. But just listen to his responses. He's saying at the end of the day, dog, we can't control that. Coach want to see Deshaun for a few more reps. What can I do about that? I'm not the coach. But listen to what his response says, because this is a very mature young man, and he's very well media trained. He's very savvy with the media, so they can't play with him. But let's listen.
And if things happen, then y'all just jump on the coach like he just tripping or something. I don't really like that because it creates just extra. And I hope we all here to want to win, and be a team and be a franchise. So it's kind of like we got to slow down, if that's what we want. But if we just in here to just make money and get clicks, then, we understand that too. So that's why I just appreciate the team. I appreciate everybody that we don't let anything online or anything really get to us, because we're in our own cocoon. We're a team. So anything outside of that don't really affect us in the building.
And I love what he says right there. The outside noise, we can care less about it. We're a cocoon. We together. That's why Quincy Williams came up and he showed Shedeur love during a press conference when he seen what the vibe was like. Because at the end of the day, they're together. They know what the media out to do. But y'all don't know that football locker room. A football locker room is one of the most sacred places that you can be. The football locker room is different. It is. It is. But understand, they hear all the noise. They hear all the hoopla. They hear all the extraness that everybody's saying. But he's saying we ain't paying attention to none of that. But what y'all need to do, stop jumping to conclusions. I'm guilty of it. What y'all need to do is stop spreading false narratives. I'm guilty of it a little bit. You feel me? Because I ain't going to lie. When Todd did that last Saturday, hey. The sky wasn't falling, but it felt like it a little bit. All right? Like I said, I just got a little PTSD. My bad, Shedeur. That's on me. That's on me. I take that. But anyway, finish up, Shedeur. Let's go ahead and wrap this up so we can get to Deshaun.
Seems like since Todd got here, you've been saying things like that, whatever the coaches tell you guys you trust, and you mentioned at the beginning of making.
Yeah, I do got to get me an ad blocker.
Very well. How did he go about building that trust with you?
I say by just letting everybody be themselves. That's how he is overall. He wants every player and everybody to be themselves and be able to, because that's the best way that everybody will be able to produce and be able to be themselves. So I think that's what it is. It's just everybody has freedom each and every day. You could be how you want to be within the guidelines of the team, and as long as you're not like disrespecting or do anything negative, then you kind of have like freedom.
Last one.
Last question, chat, and then we're going to move on.
Kind of slotted in as the main extra secret ones.
I don't know what ones and twos are. Honestly, I'm telling you. It switches every day. So what's ones and what's twos? It's just work. What's work are we getting today?
More so just with Denzel, with KC, who's obviously putting up some good plays as well.
Just how have you kind of developed? What's your chemistry been like with them? How have you kind of worked with them?
Yeah, I'll say it's good. I'll say the chemistry is definitely growing with each rep that I take with anybody, I would say. Because football is just a bunch of different situations that, in practice you may hit on one time. So, like, each day, that's why I say you growing and building in different areas, because just because you practice, it's a bunch of different situations in practice. So you look at things from different point of views, and it's way deeper than just it's 1st and 10, I'm gonna throw a slant versus like it's 3rd and short, throwing a slant. It's kind of like it's a big difference, between it, because one like is super on the line, the other one, you may not be as aggressive in. So it's all about down the distance. It's all about minutes in the game, time on the clock, and I think that's where, as a team and everybody, we're trying to get better at each and every day, and being able to handle all the installs and everything that is put on us is great, and it's ups and downs. It's strenuous sometimes. It's not, but it's good, because that's how I said I feel like the game, when everything's more simplified, everything will be a lot more smoother within us.
And that's the key. It's practice. You rep all these things. You do all these things so that way you can get better. That's why I'm telling y'all, with the QB track and all this, dog, at the end of the day, we got to remember this is just practice. And I'm showing you practice clips. So they're going to do some good things. They're going to do some bad things. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to do some great things. It happens. It's practice. But the good thing is they're improving. They're getting better. And we see the growth. We see the work being put in. We see them getting better day in and day out, period. And that's what we need, that trajectory up. That's what we need.
Thank you. Hey.
So with that being said, I just want to, touch on this. Because everybody say the QB tracker is the gospel. Everybody say the QB tracker, this is what we should be basing everything off of. Well, today was the last day of training camp. And as you can see, Deshaun Watson, he did have a few more reps than Shedeur Sanders. But even with Deshaun having more reps, Shedeur Sanders had more completions. And I'm here to just ask you, chat, who had the better training camp 13 days in? I want you to answer that question, chat. We got over 400 people in here. All 400 of y'all, please hit that like button. Show me some love. All right, but chat, I want everybody who's in here right now, participate in the chat. Who had the better training camp through all 13 days? Was it Deshaun Watson or was it Shedeur Sanders? Would you rather go 13 for 4, and about a 70% completion percentage? Or would you rather go 19 for 9 with a 64% completion percentage? Would you rather have Shedeur or would you rather have Deshaun? Come on, chat. All right, we got King Rich 876 says Shedeur. Got him today says Shedeur. Kevin House said Shedeur. Thomas 2200 says Shedeur. Playing for Brides said Shedeur. Rax Blue said Watson. Okay, we got one Watson supporter up in here. What else? Joan Ferner said Shedeur. Busy said those numbers fake. Yes, these numbers are fake, chat. Chat, these numbers are AI. Because to be quite honest with you, the one number that we know, hold on, let me make this point. If we're being honest, chat, the one number that we know is correct is Shedeur Sanders interceptions. Shedeur Sanders through 13 days of training camp, he's only thrown 4 interceptions. Some of them, he threw a couple that was dropped, just like Deshaun threw a couple that was dropped, just like Dillon Gabriel threw a couple of interceptions that were dropped. But Shedeur Sanders only threw 4 interceptions. Shedeur Sanders actually has about 17, 18 touchdowns, damn near 20, because there's a lot of them that they didn't count. Deshaun Watson, if we take those 7 touchdowns away, if we take those 7 touchdowns from Deshaun Watson away, them 7 that he got in one day, them 7 touchdowns that Deshaun Watson got in one day, chat. If we take them away, the numbers look a little spooky. Just saying. They gave Deshaun Watson 7 touchdowns in one day. And I'm saying, hey, hold on, let me finish the tracker. KC 54-15 said Shedeur. Derario 7 said Shedeur. James White said Shedeur. Busy said 19-19 said, but Shedeur wins in camp. Minky McCain said she, her. I don't know what that means. Anyway, she said Shedeur. That's on the Mickey. Shabu said Shedeur. David Walker 89-60 said Shedeur. Kelly Skelly said Shedeur. All right. Willie Mandingo Winchester. Let's drop a bomb for that name. Willie Manchester. Hold on, let me get your name right. Willie Mandingo Manchester. Said put the wrist up, baby. Hey, let's go ahead. Dubs in the chat, man, for the last day of training camp. Dubs in the chat. But if we're looking at the numbers, and if I'm being honest, if I'm looking at what y'all saying, we had about 1 or 2 votes for Deshaun Watson. And with Shedeur Sanders, they showed, Deshaun Watson's touchdowns. Them touchdowns from Deshaun Watson. I'm not going to lie, chat. Not going to lie. Might be a little padded. We subtract 6 TDs from Deshaun Watson. What is the numbers looking like? What the numbers looking like? But even, chat, if we being honest, chat, even if the numbers are skewed, even if the numbers are not correct, even if the numbers are not that accurate, but if you look at the numbers just a little bit, you squint your eye just a little bit, right? You squint your eye while you're looking at it. Squint your eye a little bit. Even if they tried to rig it, Shedeur Sanders still got the better numbers. Even if they tried to rig it, chat, who still got the better numbers? Look at it for the few of you. Look at it. Even if they tried to rig it, chat, who still got the better numbers? Just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. Hey, it's a lot of people said, I ain't seen no 19 touchdowns. Shedeur, yeah, show me 19 touchdowns. Hey, I appreciate you. Hey, much love. Cleveland Potters, much love, dog. Much love. I appreciate y'all, man. Might not be they were padded. Subtract 7 from Deshaun Watson. They gotta use that excuse to help us score more. Yeah. Hey, so everything that y'all saying, chat, is right. And hey, chat, I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate y'all showing love to the channel. And I'm telling y'all, I'm a Cleveland Browner. I'm a part of this new Cleveland movement, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you come here just because training camp is ending today, let me just have a sidebar with you for 2 seconds, chat. Let me say this for 2 seconds. Let me get this take off. Just because training camp is over, I was not only doing this during training camp. You can look at my past videos. I've been a Shedeur Sanders fan since he was in college. I've been a primetime Deion. Dog, I wore 21 in high school because of Deion Sanders. I wore 12 because of Tom Brady. Tom Brady is now retired. Who wore 12 last year? My guy, Shedeur Sanders. Who wore nice too? But now, hey, that 2 jersey coming in soon too. But regardless, I'm saying all this to say, y'all, I'm a part of this new Cleveland movement, man. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I promise you. I'm going to give you updates, though. We ain't going to always be talking about Shedeur 24/7. We're going to talk about everybody in the league. But you know who we're going to hit on a lot, and that's that boy Shedeur Sanders. Because I want to see the cream rise to the top. I want to see the birth from the ashes. Because they wrote us off. They had us written off, chat. They said Shedeur Sanders, him dropping to the 5th round. He'll be out the league in a year. They wrote us off. But guess what? We didn't write back. But they still got the nonsense going on, right, chat? They still got the nonsense going on, right, chat? Let me go ahead and start cooking just a little bit, chat. Let me start cooking because now I feel like just cooking just a little bit. Let's dispel some more craziness because we just saw the tracker. I just saw what y'all had to say, but it seems like maybe we had the wrong tracker, chat. Maybe we had the wrong tracker.
The Browns have to put the quarterback that they think gives them the best chance to win. The problem is neither one of these guys really gives you a great chance to win. Neither of them are totally jumping off the page. I guess based on the tracker that Watson has been better. And right, Chris, we expect him to start on September 13th, right?
I have this entire time.
Can somebody add his face to them? Can somebody add this man's face to the Mount Rushmore? Can somebody put his face on a Mount Rushmore of haters? Can somebody put his face at the top of the fan club of Shedeur haters? Can somebody do it, please? Because he's saying, well, if we're looking at the tracker, well, even if we're looking at the tracker, sir, if we're looking at the tracker, I still would rather have Shedeur Sanders' numbers than Deshaun Watson's numbers. In those 7 magical touchdowns in one day, if you take him away, him having 13 touchdowns and about 9 interceptions doesn't look good. Even if you keep a couple of those touchdowns, 14, 15 TDs and 9 interceptions, it doesn't look good. So, sir, you're looking at the QB tracker, but I think you might need some glasses, sir. But anyway, chat, we ain't gonna spend too much time on these fools. We ain't gonna spend too much time on these fools, chat. Because now we got to hear about the other man. We talked about Deshaun. We talked about Deshaun. He said, just look at his face. Hey, chat, we ain't making fun of nobody. Just, hey, he looks like a clam. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Y'all are hilarious, chat. Hey, Browns news. Bad news Browns. Bad news Browns. I saw that comment, man. You hilarious for that one. But let's go ahead and get to Deshaun, chat. Hold on. My bad. We're going to get to Deshaun Watson, though. All right, because Deshaun Watson, he spoke today. All right, Deshaun Watson spoke, and I want to hear from Deshaun Watson, and I want to hear some things that he had to say. We gave Shedeur the spotlight during his press conference. Let's give the Deshaun Watson press conference a little spotlight, please. All right? Let's get to it. I'm going to get back to the clips, so we're going to go over some more practice clips here in a second. We're going to wrap this whole thing up in a nice little bow. It's day 13, so today's episode going to be a little longer than the other ones. All right, we're going to be a little longer in here than the other ones because we got to wrap this whole thing up in a bow. All right, we got to wrap the whole thing up in a bow. All right, and actually, even before we get to Deshaun Watson, I kind of want to show y'all this clip. All right, it's a little bit more nonsense. All right, it's a little bit more nonsense, but why not?
I think this needs to be as organic of a competition as you could possibly make it. Like, I am not someone who believes that anyone should have the lead. You should not come into this kind of quarterback competition as a staff with any preconceived notions not trying to favor one over the other. Look, the Browns for so long have been searching for their franchise quarterback.
That's facts. The Browns for so long, they've been searching for their franchise quarterback. We know that. We know that, sir. And I think they found him. But I'm going to let you finish.
Right? I mean, obviously, Deshaun Watson was someone who they thought was going to be their franchise quarterback until things got derailed for obvious reasons. Look, I think right now, with a new coaching staff, a new regime, they need to kind of just take this day by day and let the chips fall where they may. Let the players play speak for itself. I don't care about what Deshaun Watson was on the field years ago. I don't care about the layoff. What I care about is production on the football field. And not looking forward to the 2027 draft and trying to put all your eggs in that basket and go, hey, look, we don't really need to really settle this situation out this year because we're going to address it next year. They've been trying to address it next year for years. Just play the best player and address 2027 when it comes up. I think this.
Thank you. We appreciate you not being biased, sir. And I hope the Cleveland Browns do take his word of advice. Play the best player. Whether it's Shedeur or Deshaun, play the best player. And if we looking at 13 days in, I mean, the best player, he showed up for 7-8 straight days. The other guy, he showed up late to the party, but he showed up. That's what matters. They both going to get a chance to start. That's what matters. One guy going to start this weekend, one guy going to start next weekend. Good. But I just want the best player to play. And right now, I know who's looking like the best player. But Deshaun, I know you got a few things to say about it. You're going to get your opportunity come Saturday. You're going to get your opportunity come next week. But let's hear what you got to say so far on the last day of training camp. Let's go, Deshaun.
You about this opportunity, whether I don't know if Coach Monk has told you whether you're starting or not, but just getting out there finally and playing in a real game.
I'm super excited. I think all the hard work that I put in with the training staff, with my team, my personal team, to get to this stage has been tremendous for myself. So I'm super excited, for those opportunities, and can't wait for it.
Deshaun, can you talk about the way that just over the past week, at least from my vantage point, it seems like it's really kind of come together for you, and your performance has elevated by leaps and bounds compared to like last Wednesday.
Look at Mary Kay. Can you tell us about the last week? It seems like you're really coming along. Your performance have gotten so much better. You've gotten so much better. You've gotten leaps and bounds better. Mary Kay, how come you couldn't butter up Shedeur? I'm just saying. Anyway,
performance has elevated by leaps and bounds compared to like last Wednesday. You've been stacking good practice.
Mary Kay always speaking so low. Say it with your chest, Mary.
Just getting comfortable with what Coach Monken has, wanted us to do as a QB and as a team, and what is he looking for? Trying to get on the same page on how he calling plays in certain situations. So, my job every day is what I live by, is just keep trying to win the day. And every day I just take it one day at a time. Can't rush anything, and let the football that I've been doing for my whole life just kind of take care of itself. So, again, I'm in a good spot, and just keep trying to work and find ways to get better.
Deshaun, what do you think? Back to some of those earlier interceptions, around the last time we talked to you, looking back on them now, how much of that was maybe due to you experimenting, trying different things, like kind of like you talked about last time?
Yeah, I mean, I think every interception isn't, especially at this time of the year, you kind of got to.
So she asked him about the interceptions. How does it feel to throw the most interceptions out of everybody, Deshaun? But at the end of the day, in your defense, you are just not coming back from 2 Achilles injuries, a shoulder injury. So, Deshaun, we know you're going to be a little rusty.
Look at them differently in certain situations.
Real quick, chat. Hit that like button, man. Hey, stop being selfish. Hit that like button. It take 2 seconds.
What are we working on? What throws are we working on? Have I tried this throw before? We might have tried it in routes in air and see if I can try it in a live period. And, sometimes the defense make a good job, and then also, sometimes it might be a bad throw or a bad decision. So you kind of got to grow from them, and it's better to have those moments now rather than an actual game.
I guess off of that, how do you kind of go through, I know you talked about this last time, too, how do you kind of go through mentally figuring out, like, all right, this is a session where I should try some things, I can try some things, versus this is one where I want to make sure, like, I'm just going to take what defense is giving me.
Yeah, I think it goes back to, in between periods, just making sure that, I'm on the same page with what period we're working on. Is it third down? Is it third and short? Is it fourth down? Is it red zone? Is it 1st and 10? Is it opportunities where we're taking shots? Is it 3rd and long where, Coach Monken is giving us a green light to test those throws? So I think it's just really just finding those situations within the game and being smart, and then watching the tape and actually, sitting down with the coaching staff and then, reviewing it so we don't, make those same mistakes, or, even if it does, work, all right, we don't want to go and have a living on those type of throws and situations.
They show asking this man a lot of questions about all those interceptions he's threw during camp. I respect them asking him all these questions, but y'all just kind of tossing him alley-oops to kind of explain himself. And Deshaun, you don't have to, hey, I appreciate you breaking it down, and giving them why you throwing some of the interceptions. And for you throwing all these interceptions during training camp, believe it or not, I don't think anything of it. Because at the end of the day, you haven't played in so long. Some of the throws you're going to try that you haven't tried in so long. So next time you throw it, you'll be like, hold on, I can't try that. Oh, that was bad. But it's just the consistency part of things with you, Deshaun, that I'm trying to get everybody to understand. It's just a roller coaster, But they throwing you all these softball questions about these interceptions. Dog, interceptions are interceptions. It's practice. He hasn't played in over 2 years. All these questions, man. Come on, I want to get to this. How you feel about Shedeur? Let me stop.
You were saying the other day that he wants to see you and Shedeur in preseason games because obviously you guys can get hit. That's a different situation than when you have in practice, especially for you. You haven't been hit in a couple of years now. What extra layer of evaluation maybe does that add for you in the preseason game?
Hurry up. Last question we're going to hit on.
For me, it's just really just being able to play live football
like
against a different opponent. So, I'm not worried about being hit or anything like that. That's part of the game. So, but as far as me just operating in a live setting without being on the practice field and coaches being on the field with you, that's what I'm looking forward to, and just getting those reps.
Well, Deshaun Shedeur was talking about
last question.
Coach makes practice very game-like. In what ways do you feel like he does that? In having been in games before, what can't you replicate, no matter how hard you try when you're out there, beyond obviously the contact that you face from defense?
I think the biggest thing is just really, I think what we just talked about is just those mistakes. The interceptions, the turnovers, the bad operation. Those things get you beat. So again, I think that's the biggest thing, where you got to take it with a grain of salt. You got to you got to learn from it. You got to pick your spots. And sometimes, we might get a little too greedy and try to do some things and it goes the wrong way. And then we got to go back and watch the tape and in this situation, these are the things that can lose you ball games, and be able to check it down. So, you take that, you put it in your memory bank, and then the next rep, you try to improve from it.
Rhythm, how does a game?
Good. So, Deshaun, I don't want people thinking I'm biased, chat. So that's why we had to show Deshaun some love. All right, we ain't watching the whole press conference. You want to watch the whole press conference that Deshaun watching, you got to go watch it on somebody else's platform, not over here. All right? But some of the answers that he said was just common answers, and some of the things that he responded to was things that I expected. At the end of the day, he was rusty. At the end of the day, he's battling back. He's coming back. At the end of the day, we need Deshaun Watson to look somewhat like a comparable quarterback, because right now, I'd definitely rather have him behind the Shedeur than Dillon Gabriel, So at the end of the day, I'm rooting for Deshaun. He's battling back. Bro, that's a black quarterback. Once upon a time, black quarterbacks in this league, we had a hard time. We was written off. Black quarterbacks in this league, dog, it was not fair. Now you have two black quarterbacks battling for one position. That just shows you how far the league has come. So I would never talk down and want Deshaun Watson to not do good, but I picked my side. I feel the other guy's better. I've been watching the other guy since he was a young pup, and I believe he's him. So I have nothing against Deshaun Watson. I wanted the Bears to take Deshaun Watson. I am still, to this day, pissed at the goddamn Chicago Bears for drafting Mitchell Trubisky over Deshaun Watson. What? To this day, I'm still sick to my stomach when I think about it. I wanted Deshaun for the play on the Chicago Bears. So don't think when I talk about Deshaun or when I'm talking about Shedeur and I'm joking and making fun of all that, dog, I'm just showing love, and that's just how I am in general. That's my personality. So don't think I'm trying to bash him. Don't think I'm trying to put him down at all. It's just, dog, I got two eyes just like you got two eyes. I know what locker room want, and I know what we want. I know what the fans want. At the end of the day, we want two. Deshaun, has been fun. It's been real. Better luck next year. All right? I wish you nothing but the best. Nothing but the very best. Nothing but the very, very best. So, anyway, back to some of the clips from practice real quick before we, continue to wrap this thing up in a bow. Shedeur Sanders and Taylor Green doing what they normally do. Look, the fans still yelling, Shedeur, hurry up. Come shake my hand, Shedeur. Shedeur, come shake my hand. Can we show that clip again from yesterday? Is that allowed? Can I show that clip again from yesterday, chat? All right. But you see, I got two. He consistently, day in and day out, puts in the work. That's why when all the slander was going on, all the hoopla, all the Rex Ryans, he should be in the front of the room. He should be the first one in there, not saying anything and just being quiet and being a good boy and listening. It's something on him that Stefanski's not playing him. He's not working hard enough. Well, good sir, he works hard every single day. Because every single day after practice, I see him out here. Every single day after practice. Look, Taylor Green, you got the nerve to have your hands on your knees. You ain't even do nothing today. Taylor. Don't make me pull up the tracker, boy. You got the nerve to have your hands on your knees. Oh, take it, man. Taylor, what you done did today? Let me stop. But that's so Shedeur Sanders, man. I just wanted to show this clip because, dog, they said we wasn't working hard enough. They said at the end of the day we wasn't putting in enough work. They tried to say and dispel all these different things about this guy. And all of it has been proven wrong because he shows up day in and day out, and he shows up and he just wants the best for the organization, but he's going to want the best for himself. He wants to be the best. And it's proof because almost every day at camp, he's outside after practice getting in. Before practice, he's the first one on the field. As a quarterback of your organization, as a franchise quarterback, just in general. First one in, last one out. First one in, last one out. That's what you want from your starting quarterback, especially a young starting quarterback. His second year in the league. Come on, man. Come on, man. And somebody in the chat, you must be late to the party. Hey, we know it was a dime. Look, your chat. This picture even worse. Hold on, I quit. Hey, I quit. I quit. This picture even worse. I'm not going to lie to you. This picture is even worse. Why they had to put a box around it? Hey, the internet, y'all some savages, man. The internet, y'all some savages out here, man. I know. All right. But Jerry, it's the reason why they circled that. Because you got a young player that look like this. That boy Isaiah Bond gonna be a problem. That boy Isaiah Bond gonna be a problem. That boy Isaiah. What? This from one practice. That boy Isaiah Bond gonna be a problem. So Jerry, that's why you can't be doing this. That's why you can't be doing this. He put that thing right in your bread basket. He put that thing in the only spot that you can get it. Come on now. Come on, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. Come on. Come on. But anyway, I know y'all ain't seen this clip. I know y'all ain't seen this one.
Jacob was out here. He was saying that he was a little neutral in the quarterback competition. He wants everyone to have fun and go out here and have a lot of fun. How are you feeling with everything going on?
I like that mentality.
Yeah.
I had a barber competition and I felt the same way. There's no such thing as a winner and loser. I just want everybody to do their best. So I agree. That's when you appreciate life to a different extent. And don't care about the small battles in life because those mean a lot. But in the grand scheme of things, they don't really mean much.
Jacob was out here. He was saying that
hey, can we drop a bomb for Shedeur having a mature answer? Because that's how it is. He said that's the same way I felt in my barber competition. But Shedeur, deep down, hey, we know you're a competitor, big dog. You can be a competitor behind the scenes because we ain't got to talk about it. We ain't got to talk about it. Somebody said Jerry Jeudy was in mid-season form when he dropped that pass from Shedeur. Can we watch it one more time, chat? I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but that was kind of funny. Somebody said this is Jerry Jeudy in his mid-season form. They said this Jerry Jeudy in his mid-season form, chat. Look at everybody in the stands. Be like, oh. Be like, oh. But somebody said that's Jerry Jeudy in his mid-season form, man. I had to go ahead and show it one last time, man. Yes, Shedeur Sanders today, he did struggle in the red zone. It was reports that Shedeur Sanders, yes, he did struggle in the red zone today. All right. But so did Deshaun Watson. Both quarterbacks struggled in the red zone today. All right. We don't really got to talk about that. But I also want to play y'all this clip because I want y'all to hear from Todd Monken. All right. You can't hear or there's no visual for the clip, but I just want you to listen. I just want you to listen. All right. Just listen. Sit back, relax. Just listen. And we're going to continue to talk about it.
I think all the quarterbacks have done a great job, starting with Dillon. Doesn't get a ton of reps, super smart. Things got a bright future. Dillon has handled it great. Really takes everything we ask of him to do from the meeting room to the field. And then you talk about Shedeur, who from the moment I got here till now, in terms of his drops, in terms of working through his progression, in terms of checking the ball down, eliminating sacks, protecting the football. And I'm just talking about that part of it and throwing it. And then in the huddle, the command of the huddle, in and out of it, eliminating anxiety at the line of scrimmage for himself, really has improved. And I'm excited to see him play. And they're all going to play in the preseason game. It's just a matter who starts.
Yep.
And then Sean's obviously played a lot of football, been in a number of systems. So early on, he was certainly going to be ahead. And that was to be expected. And I think people fail to realize that he hasn't played a lot of football the last few years.
Right.
And so he is certainly capable of improving, right, in a lot of aspects of his game, not only operation, but I think he's healthy for the first time, but then his playmaking ability, his ability to work through progressions. So I'm excited to see all of our guys play this preseason.
But I just want y'all to think about what he said. I'm going to play this other clip, but we're going to come back to this one. But y'all heard what he said about Deshaun, Taylor, then Dillon. But I want you to really listen to what he says about Shedeur, because he dispels a lot of rumors and a lot of things that people say. He does. And actually, we ain't going to even get to the next clip. I'm going to play it back. Because when he goes and talks about Shedeur, his future starting quarterback, he goes into great detail. When he talks about Deshaun, he goes into detail as well. But when he talks about Deshaun, he said it was expected that Deshaun was going to be ahead. It was expected that Deshaun was going to look a little bit better during OTAs and offseason. But Shedeur came along quick. Shedeur's improved in all these various areas. So Todd Mucking, say it again, please.
About that part of it and throwing it in terms of field really takes everything we ask of him to handle it great. Really takes everything we ask of him to do
Dillon,
from
Gabriel.
the meeting room to the field. And then you talk about Shedeur.
Listen to what he says about Shedeur, chat. Listen to what he says. And this is once again why I say we only listen to so many sources. I increased the audio, so maybe hopefully you can hear it a little better if you can't. But just listen to what Todd Munkin says about Shedeur's, chat.
Who, from the moment I got here till now.
From the moment he got there until now. Continue, Todd.
In terms of his drops, in terms of working through his progressions, in terms of checking the ball down, eliminating sacks, protecting the football. And I'm just talking about that part of it and throwing it. And then in the huddle, the command of the huddle, in and out of it.
The command of the huddle, in and out of the huddle. Hold on, I thought he was doing horrible at that. That's what Cleveland media said. He was struggling getting in and out of the huddle. He was struggling with the cadences. But now Todd Munkin, the head coach, has said, nah, he's done great with that stuff. Play it back.
Of it and throwing it, and then protecting the football. And I'm in terms of checking the ball down, eliminating sacks, protecting the football. And I'm just talking about that part of it and throwing it. And then in the huddle, the command of the huddle, in and out of it, eliminating anxiety at the line of scrimmage for himself, really has improved. And I'm excited to see him play. And they're all going to play in the preseason games.
Come on, man. What are we talking about, chat? We listen to Todd Munkin. We listen to the people who run in the organization. Andrew Berry, Jimmy Haslam. We listen to them. We take their word with a grain of salt, too, because some of them lie. It'd be like that. But those are the people we listen to. The Cleveland media, yeah. G. Bush, yeah. Everybody else, yeah.
We'd love to start our starters and play one series. And then some of the other guys will play probably a quarter.
Okay.
And then you'll start, maybe some will play a half. I anticipate each quarterback in the game they start will play a half, might play into the second half.
Okay.
Just to get in a little bit of rhythm, right? I think it's unfair to, you don't know how, you might have one drive. What are you going to do? Take them out? 2 drives, 3 drives. Love to get a 2-minute.
Yeah.
Right? If you take them out, they're never going to get a 2-minute, right? We got to find a way to manufacture a 2-minute if we can.
Yeah.
So I see that how much our offensive line will play against the Bears a little bit predicated on are they playing their starters? Because it's unfair to the quarterback that if they're playing their starting D-line and we sub out our O-line to really get a picture.
Yeah.
You know, I think our twos against their twos, okay, fine. We got to live with that. But that will dictate, you know, that'll determine, when our O-line comes out.
So he's talking about the offensive line, the starting offensive line, and things of that nature. But I just want to remind y'all something about this man, Shedeur. I was going to say this clip for the end of the video, but I think it's a perfect time, or no perfect time than now.
But it's no excuse. You got to go out there and perform. Like, there's no choice, there's no question. Nobody cares if this was 1 week of prep. Who cares? You know? So a lot of people want to see me fail, and it ain't going to happen. You know, it ain't going to happen.
At the end of the day, we ain't making no excuses. We ain't saying this, we ain't saying that. At the end of the day, dog, we know we got to show up time and time, day in and day out. Time and time again, day in and day out. We know that's required of us. We know what they're going to try to say. We know what they do say. All that don't matter. All that says nothing. Says nothing. And none of it matters. None of it matters. None of it matters. But anyway, speaking of practice, we done showed them a few days. We might as well show them again today. Tony, what you got for us?
Hi again, everybody. Tony Grossi from Cleveland Browns training camp. It was day 13. We are presented by Maloney and Novotny. Well, we were all looking for the announcement prior to practice as to which quarterback will start in Chicago. Todd Monken did not give up that info. He said he would inform his players at a meeting tonight. He has made his decision. He just won't reveal it yet. The coach did expound on his quarterback play time plans in Chicago. He said the starting quarterback would play at least the first half, and the second quarterback who doesn't start will play the third quarter, and then that order will be reversed a week later in Cleveland against the Buffalo Bills. Now, as far as the rest of the team, Monken has said that players who have no medical issues at all will play, but some players who have been out of practice for whatever reasons will not. So some prominent names that probably most likely won't play in Chicago include Carson Schlesinger, the linebacker who's still out, Tyson Campbell, who missed another day today. Elton Jenkins was not on the field today, the starting center, and the backup center, Parker Brailsford. So those are among the players you probably.
All right. And now, Tony, I gave you a little spotlight. I just wanted you to recap just a little bit of practice, just to fill some time, because I had to pull up this clip. So, chat, I apologize. I know we're not supposed to listen to anything he say. I know it. All right. So let me give you the real source. My bad, chat. It just took me a minute to find a clip. All right. So my bad. But let's get into who we really should listen to about this quarterback competition. And that's one of the goddamn players. Maybe just the guy that we saw earlier who crashed Shedeur's press conference. Hey, Quincy, what you got to say about the QB battle? Talk to us.
Which quarterback has impressed you the most so far?
Oh, they already start off by getting juicy. Yes. Say it again.
Which quarterback has impressed you the most so far?
Impressed, both of them, man. All.
Hey, let's drop a bomb for Quincy. They tried to walk you down, Quincy. Just that quick. But anyway, continue.
All of them, actually. So now I got to start working it. Most of the time, they be talking about only two. No, but all of them have, man. From everyone in that room has, like I said, Monk coming in with this playbook style, and as far as like a running quarterback, passing quarterback, and then also changing the cadence and stuff. All of them have actually surprised me with that and how they take on the offense.
But y'all see something? He said something that was keto within his answer. He said both of them been doing good at first. Then he had to correct himself. But y'all see what he said? He said both of them. The players here to talk. They know there's competition between two people. They know that. I showed you why he interjected with Shedeur's press conference earlier. We talked about it. I know, Chad. That's the last time I'm going to put Grossi on the screen. Grossi would never make another appearance on here. I promise. At least not today. All right. But like Todd said, he got 2 starting quarterbacks. He said it. Let's start it over. One more time, and we're going to let Quincy go all the way through.
Which quarterback has impressed you the most so far?
Impressed, both of them, man. All of them, actually.
He said both of them because he know what the talk is. But then he said all of them. Good job, Quincy.
So I got to start working it. Most of the time, they be talking about only 2. No, but all of them have, man. From everyone in that room has, like I said, Monk coming in with this playbook style, and as far as like a running quarterback, passing quarterback, and then also changing the cadence and stuff. All of them have actually surprised me with that and how they take on the offense.
Which quarterback has impressed you the most so far?
But that's the thing. He said all of them. They all working. They all getting better. One day at a time. That's all it takes. Just got to keep on stacking days. Got to keep on stacking days. But we know with that press conference, you crashed. You ain't crashed Deshaun. Hey, Chad, he ain't crashed Deshaun press conference, did he? First time hearing you describe, hey, my friend, you are. Thank you for subscribing, my guy. I appreciate the subscribe. I appreciate it. But if you have 2 starters, that's facts. You have none. But at the end of the day, he said he had 2 starters for both of their self-esteem purposes. Both of these quarterbacks, at the end of the day, he needs both of them for the entirety of the season, whether one is starting and whether one is the backup. So, yes, I have 2 starting quarterbacks. So, yes, if you have 2, you have none. That is a saying. So, who said that? Who said that? Getting money today? Yeah, you right with that take. I appreciate that take. But at the same time, though, dog, nah. He said it for a reason. All right? And with him saying it for a reason, at the end of the day, man, you got to understand. You got to understand that we need both of those guys. We need Shedeur and hold on. Somebody pull me up the QB tracker from the day. Chat, somebody pull me up the QB tracker for the day. Did we have a touchdown on that QB tracker today? Asking for a friend. Do we have a touchdown on that QB tracker today? Hold on, chat. Well, I'm going to get back to the point I was making. I'm going to get back to the point. Give me 2 seconds. Did we have it? Yeah, we did. Okay. But I haven't showed this touchdown yet on screen. All right, so that's on me, chat. All right, touchdown from Shedeur Sanders. I didn't show this. All right, but this is the touchdown from Shedeur Sanders. This is 1 touchdown today. I'll zoom out so that way you can see it. All right, that was Shedeur Sanders, 1 touchdown from today. They did have it on the tracker, so I can't hate too much. All right. To our new tight end. SO to him. All right, something light, nothing too crazy. I just had to double check myself. Because if you ain't see the QB tracker from today, it was accurate. They gave our boy his touchdown. All right, they gave our boy his touchdown. I was just, worried a little bit. But we all know he's more impressed with Shedeur Sanders. Yes, he is more impressed with Shedeur Sanders because with his complicated offense, because with everything that he's installed, because with everything that he's putting on these quarterbacks, Shedeur Sanders has been the most consistent quarterback, and he's been the most steadfast and trustworthy quarterback from not turning the ball over, from handling the line of scrimmage on the offensive line, getting the cadences correct, unlike what they were saying. They were talking about Deshaun Watson has a better cadence. So just because he has a better cadence, he should start. No, my good sir. No, my good ma'am. That's not how it works. But looking back at the quarterback tracker from the day, if you didn't see it, once again, here it is. Here's the numbers. Shedeur Sanders went 13 for 21, 1 touchdown. Deshaun Watson went 12 for 17, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Dillon Gabriel went 4 for 5, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Took advantage of the reps, and Taylor Green got nothing. But I'm saying all this to say, chat, that when I say they need both guys, they do. They do. So at the end of the day, we ain't putting no one quarterback down. We ain't saying one quarterback this, one quarterback that. No, we need both these guys. But we know who Todd Monken rocking with. Todd Monken wouldn't have taken this job if he didn't like what Shedeur Sanders had in him. Todd Monken wouldn't have took this job if he didn't somewhat think he can potentially get Deshaun Watson back. But Todd Monken knows I have a young team. I have a young quarterback. I got a young core. Dog, put Shedeur Sanders out there and let them cook. And you're right, my friend, you are being injury-free. That is key. And that's the thing with Deshaun Watson that people aren't understanding. Deshaun Watson has had injury after injury after injury. 1 shoulder surgery, 2 Achilles surgeries, just within these last 5 years. Hasn't played a game in 2 years. Only played 19 games in the last 5 years. We know all of this. But it seems like people are still confused. How can I trust Deshaun Watson when he ain't been trustworthy for the last 5 seasons? I want my season to take off like that. The only way it can take off like that is if I have a trustworthy quarterback. I have a quarterback who my team believes in and who I believe in. Todd Monken wanted Shedeur Sanders when he was at Georgia. That's why he recruited him. Todd Monken wanted Shedeur Sanders when he was at Baltimore. That's why you saw the interaction. Man, we tried to draft your ass. We remember that, right? Because they did try to draft Shedeur. Todd Monken did want Shedeur. He was the offensive coordinator when Shedeur was drafted, and they tried to draft him. But Shedeur said, no, I'm going to take my chances out in Cleveland. And then Todd Monken just happens to end up in Cleveland. So Todd Monken gets his wish. He gets to coach his young quarterback. And that's why he's so impressed. That's why he's so impressed by Shedeur Sanders. Do I have to pull up what he said again? Can I pull it up once again for the people all the way in the back who ain't here? Can I pull it up? Because I just want y'all to really just sit back and let these words sit. Let these words just sit with you. Let the words that Todd Monken say just sit with you. All right? Let them sit with you. Just listen to it one last time, chat, and then we're going to move on, and then we're going to wrap this whole thing up in a nice little bow. You know I got you.
From the moment I got here till now, in terms of his drops.
Just in case you don't know who we're talking about.
His drops. In terms of till now. From the moment I got here till now, in terms of
talking about Shedeur Sanders.
His drops.
I tried to wind all the way back for you, but
working through his progressions, terms of checking the ball down, eliminating sacks, protecting the football. And I'm just talking about that part of it and throwing it. And then in the huddle, the command of the huddle, in and out of it, eliminating anxiety at the line of scrimmage for himself really has improved. And I'm excited to see him play. And they're all going to play in the preseason game. It's just a matter who starts.
Yep.
And then Sean's obviously played a lot of football.
But just listen to how he goes into detail about Shedeur, because that's how impressed he is with Shedeur. And yes, Shedeur's only in his year 2. Yes, Deshaun is a more seasoned vet. But I'm telling y'all, that team last year, a lot of the players are back from last year. Shedeur Sanders led them to win 2 straight games at the end of last season. He won the most games out of all quarterbacks that were on that roster last year. Shedeur Sanders, when he was in there, he gave those guys that were on the team from last year, he gave them hope. He gave them hope. Hey, somebody said, who said that in the chat? They said, hey, Ty finna be holding up that wrist, baby. Ty finna be holding up that wrist. So Shedeur starting versus Chicago. That's why they promoting it. But Monken answers to Haslam. Yeah, but Haslam done with Deshaun. Come on, man. They traded Miles for a reason. The young movement is here. Come on, man. Shout out to Quincy Williams for having 2 back. Yeah. It was meant for Todd to be here and coach him. Yes. All this is written. Dog, if you really think about it, think about how God works. If we go back to what I just said, Todd Monken recruited him when he was at Georgia. Todd Monken wanted him when he was at the Baltimore Ravens. And now Todd Monken finally gets to coach him. And now Todd Monken sees firsthand, wow, he is a player that I once recruited. He is the player that I wanted last year with Baltimore. He is my kind of quarterback. It's nothing against Deshaun Watson. But dog, we know where Todd Monken is and where he stands. I feel it within my soul, within my spirit, dog. I know Todd is impressed with Shedeur. I know Todd likes Shedeur. We got a head coach who's actually on our side. Even if he magically picks Deshaun, I'm not worried. I'm not tripping about it. Even if Deshaun starts the season, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be mad, but I'm not going to be tripping about it. Because I know all roads going to eventually leads to Shedeur Sanders being the Cleveland Browns franchise quarterback. All roads lead there. All of them. Come on, man. Y'all know what we got going on. Y'all know what we got going on. So, we going to see. We going to see. We shall see. If they want to sell tickets, yeah, they're going to play Shedeur. If they want women to protest, they're going to play Watson. Oh, that's wild. Bad Browns. I say, hey, you wild for that take, my guy. You wild for that take, man. My guy, bad. What's your name again? Who is that? My friend, are you funny, man. I respect it, though. I respect it. But anyway, chat, I got a couple more clips that we got to get into. I told you today's video is going to be a lot longer than the other ones. Today is the last day of training camp, so today is the last time that you're going to see me unless you tune in later on tonight to Stock Wednesday, unless you tune in to later on this week, tomorrow actually, when we talk about some preseason games and we talk about what's going on in the NFL and some of my NFL previews. But this is the last time y'all going to be with me until we come back on Saturday, unless you tune into some other videos. So, yes, today's going to be a little longer. Chad, just stay with me, all right? Just stay with me, baby. I appreciate it. I appreciate you in advance. But we holding up the wrist, man. We holding up the wrist. We holding up the wrist. All right? Because at the end of the day, may the best man win, man. But I believe in my spirit of spirits, hey, it's 2. It's perfect timing. Todd Monken, if we being honest too, chat, if we being honest, I want you to think about this. If any head coach was going to potentially believe in Shedeur, if any head coach was potentially had the balls, they'll go against the Cleveland media, had the balls, they'll go against what everybody else in their mama saying, had the balls to really put Shedeur out there and believe in him and not care what nobody think, it's Todd Monken. Todd Monken. It is Todd Monken. If anybody else in his first year being a head coach, in his first year said, I don't give a buck, right? A buck, not the other word, a buck, right? It's going to be Todd Monken. Todd Monken at the end of the day, dog. Hey, he going to go ahead and throw the boy out there if he believe in him. I wholeheartedly believe it. I wholeheartedly think that. I believe he going to say, you know what? F it. Let's go, Shedeur. You know what? F it. Let's go, Shedeur. F it. Let's go, Shedeur. Because look at this one more time. Let's play it back.
But there's no excuse. You got to go out there and perform. Like, there's no choice, there's no question. Nobody cares if this was 1 week of prep. Who cares? You know? So a lot of people want to see me fail, and it ain't going to happen. You know? It ain't going to happen.
Come on. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And if I got my money on it, I think Todd might just pull the trigger. I think Todd just might pull the trigger. Everybody in that locker room believes in Shedeur, bro. believes in our young man. They believe. Ty got them people believing. Ty Monken ain't playing no games with this team. They young, they hungry. So let's go young and hungry. Let's go with the movement. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all can take a look back at the numbers from today, but I don't even care about the numbers. Let's go. Here's the numbers from the entirety of camp. Let's go. If it's anybody that I think will have the cojones, to put Shedeur out there, it's Todd. It's Todd. It's Todd. It's Todd. Yeah. Yeah. We shall see. I got my money on two. Y'all can have y'all money on somebody else. But at the end of the day, if I'm being honest, hey, y'all know what I stand. You know which side of the fence I'm on. All right, but hey, I'm going to play one more video. All right, I'm going to play one more video. All right, chat. I'm going to play one more video. Okay? Be patient. I'm going to play one more video, and then we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. All right? Got one more clip loaded. One more for your head top. One more for your head top. All right? One more for your head top. So we shall see. We shall see who gonna come out victorious. Once again. You know who I'm rocking with. You know who I'm riding with. Once again, let's take the poll in the chat. If you hold up the wrist, hold up the wrist. But if we're just looking at the numbers, man, from the AI tracker, I'm just saying. But chat, I want y'all to look at this, though. Chat, I want y'all to look at this. All right, look at them faces. Look at these faces. I want y'all to look at this, chat. Look at these faces. And you tell me who everybody wants.
This matchup. So first down for the Browns. Shedeur in the shotgun. Good pocket. Deep shot. He's going up top. Bond. He's deep as he always is. Lays out and makes an incredible catch.
Great grab.
That's
a beautiful catch.
Bond. Woo!
And the crowd goes wild.
Woo!
They got to spike it. It looks like they're running down.
They got to run down. Clock it. What a ball from Shedeur Sanders and Isaiah Bond. Not going to lie, one of my pet cats, boys.
Yeah.
Nice catch there. All he does is get behind the defense every
does.
single day, every single game, every single week. It doesn't matter. Just matchup. So first down for the Browns. Shedeur in the shotgun. Good pocket.
Deep shot.
He's going up top. Bond. He's deep as he always is. Lays out and makes an incredible catch.
Great grab.
That's
a beautiful catch.
Bond. Woo!
And the crowd goes wild.
Woo!
They got to spike it. It looks like they're running down.
They got to run down. Clock it. What a
Look how excited Shedeur got these boys. Come on, man. What are we talking about? Look, they was trying to play it cool because we know which side they on, but he couldn't help himself. He like, oh, they ain't as excited as me. Let me tone it down a little bit. He like, oh, hold on. Maybe I'm caping a little too hard. Maybe I'm caping a little too hard. All right. But, dog, come on, man. Come on, man. He said, sound like Wook Flair with the woo.
A ball from Shedeur Sanders and Isaiah Bond. Not going to lie, one of my pet cats, boys.
Yeah.
Nice catch there. All he does is get behind the defense every
does.
single day, every single game, every single week. It doesn't matter. Just matchup. So first down for the Browns. Shedeur in the shotgun. Good pocket.
Deep
He's going up top. Bond. He's deep as he always is. Lays out and makes an incredible catch.
He almost stood up out of his chair, chat. He almost stood up out of his chair. Oh, watch him from the beginning, chat. Just watch him. I know you can't watch him, but just watch him.
So first down for the Browns. Shedeur in the
That
shotgun.
boy
Good
got
pocket
up out of
defense.
his
He's going up
seat.
top. Bond, he's deep as he always is. Lays out and makes it incredible.
Look. He like, hold on, they ain't as excited as me. Let me calm down. They steal anybody but Shedeur. I will let the video play though. But y'all see, hey, come on, man. We talking about practice. Shedeur got these boys hyped on practice from one throw. Man, hold the wrist up. Hold the goddamn wrist up, man.
Incredible catch.
Great grab.
That's
a beautiful catch.
Bond. Woo!
And the crowd goes wild.
Woo!
They got to spike it looks like.
Oh, he said woo twice. Hey, let's give it up for my guy. He said it twice. That boy even got up out of his chair.
Like they're running down.
They got to run down. Clock it. What a ball from Shedeur Sanders and Isaiah Bond. Not going to lie, one of my pet cats, boys.
Yeah.
Nice catch there. All he does is get behind the defense every single day, every single game, every single week. It doesn't matter. Just matter.
Hey, Chad, I just wanted to show that to y'all, man. Chad, I just wanted to show it to you, man, because at the end of the day, dog, even if they don't want to, even if they fight it as hard as they can, still got to hold up the wrist, baby. We still got to hold up the wrist. He said, bro was about to jump over the balcony. Did he say clock it? Yeah, they said clock it. Nah, he ain't say clock it. No. He ain't say clock it because of the video. He said clock it because this was doing a 2-minute drill. This was Shedeur Sanders doing the 2-minute drill, so that's why he said get up there and clock it, because this is towards the end of practice. Today, Deshaun Watson had a nice long pass during a 2-minute drill. Shedeur Sanders had a nice long pass during a 2-minute drill, and this was the end practice. So he didn't say clock it like that, chat. He ain't mean clock it like that. Oh, my goodness. But chat, man. Come on, man. Come on. They got some great play calls. Yeah, he is a big-time Shedeur Sanders reporter. He said, talking about one of my cats. He said, that's one of my cats. Hold on, chat. Hey, can we play it one more time? Is that not allowed? Chat, can I play it back one more time? You let me know, chat. Actually, we're going to play this at the end of the video. This is how we're going to end the video, chat. All right, we got about like a couple more minutes. All right, I ain't going to keep y'all too much longer today. I ain't going to keep y'all too much longer today. But, hey, chat, hey, this is the highlight of the day right here, man. And I'm just saying, dog, the organization, the fans, and even some of these goddamn commentators, they know what they want. They know what they want. They know what they want. This is at the end of practice yesterday, too. So if you ain't see the end of practice, all right, we're going to get back to the clip. I'm going to show it one more time. All right, we're going to get back to it. But this is at the end of practice. Go show Well Off Media. Y'all know them boys. Go show Well Off Media some love. All right, yesterday, Deion Sanders Jr. was in the house. And I think potentially he was in the house, too, for the last day of training camp today, but I'm not sure. But go ahead and check out the video, though.
Good day of work.
This is
Every day,
practice
gang.
yesterday.
So it is every day.
Yeah, I need a minute. Oh, hold on. What they playing these? This is just during practice yesterday. All right, so just a couple highlights from yesterday's practice in full pads. All right, but I thought they would go. I thought this was Shedeur talking, but it's cool. It's cool. That ball right there was a dot though. Dog, how many dots has he thrown in the last couple of days? Well, dog, it's not on Shedeur. Ooh, that's just a hell of a PBU. That's just a hell of a PBU right there, chat. That is just a hell of a. This is how you play it as a defender. Soon as it's put it down. That's a hell of a PBU. Hey, this is a hell of a play by the corner, right? But Shedeur was dropping dimes like this every single day, y'all. He said running back. He said, spin that ish. Y'all hilarious, chat. All right, I'm going to run it back after this. All right, I'm going to run it back after this. I promise you. But this was for practice yesterday. All right, but at the end of the day, before I run the clip back, chat, all right, because we going to end on those two. We going to end on 2 clips today. All right, before I run the clip back, let's take one last look at the tracker. All right, put it one last time in the chat. Who y'all rocking with? Who had the best? And when I say best, who has had the best training camp so far at the end of day 13? Training camp is over after today. So y'all ain't going to get daily updates like this from me until we get to Saturday. And then I promise you every single week I will have a Shedeur Sanders topic up until the season starts, because we got to still figure out who's QB1. And if Shedeur Sanders is QB1, if he is QB1, we're going to talk about it. If he's not QB1, though, that's what I was going to say originally. But if he's not, we're going to obviously talk about it. But you see the QB tracker. Once again, we putting the wrist up, or we saying Watson? We putting the wrist up, or we saying Watson? You see the QB tracker right there. All right? But let's go ahead and spin that ish. Chad says spin that ish.
Matchup. So first down for the Browns. Shedeur in the shotgun. Good pocket. Deep shot. He's going up top. Bond. He's deep as he always is. Lays out and makes an incredible catch.
Great grab. That's a beautiful catch.
Bond. Woo!
And the crowd goes wild.
Woo!
They got to spike it. It looks like they're running down.
They got to run down. Clock it. What a ball from Shedeur Sanders and Isaiah Bond. Not going to lie, one of my pet cats, boys.
Yeah.
Nice catch there.
One of my pet cats. What? Hey, chat, so what are y'all saying in the chat, bro? Oh, we just going to spin it back one more time.
Every single day, every single game, every single week. It doesn't matter. This matchup. So first down for the Browns. Shedeur in the shotgun. Good pocket. Deep shot. He's going up top. Bond. He's deep as he always is. Lays out and makes an incredible catch.
Great grab. That's a beautiful catch.
Bond. Woo!
And the crowd goes wild.
Woo!
They got to spike it. It looks like they're running down.
They got to run down. Clock it. What a ball from Shedeur Sanders and Isaiah Bond. Not going to lie, one of my pet cats, boys.
Yeah.
Nice catch there. All he does is get behind the defense every single day, every single game, every single week. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Cleveland. Just a side note real quick. Y'all got y'all some goddamn wide receivers finally. Can we clap it up for goddamn the Cleveland Browns and Andrew Berry? Goddamn, y'all finally got y'all some wide receivers out there in Cleveland, baby. Hey, man. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited, man. I'm pumped. I'm ready. Come Saturday, I'm going to have the footage for you. All right. The dude in the brown didn't like saying that, LOL. Hey, you ain't lying. Hey, you see him. Hey, he couldn't. Hey, he know which side of the bandwagon he on. He couldn't get too hyped. He right here, he like, hold on, let me see what they do. All right, I got to play it cool. Hey, chat. Hey, man, I'm just saying. All right, the proof is right there in the pudding. You see it. But to sum all this up, though, chat, to wrap this up in a nice little bow, we're going to play this clip one last time in 2 seconds. All right, but Shedeur Sanders, I believe, has had the better numbers throughout camp. Shedeur Sanders, I believe, has been the most consistent throughout camp. Shedeur Sanders, I believe he should be the starting quarterback in Cleveland. Coming from OTAs all the way into training camp, I believe Shedeur Sanders has had steady growth. I believe Shedeur Sanders, at the end of the day, he has continued to cook. Completion percentage to end training camp out of 13 days, throwing around 70%. For Deshaun Watson, he's ended up with about 64, 65%. Not terrible, but he had a couple more reps. It's okay. But I'm holding the wrist up. I believe that boy Sanders was better. I believe that boy Sanders is him. I believe that boy Sanders deserves an opportunity. So, chat, we're going to run it back and we're going to spin that ish one more time. I'm going to play one last video, and then we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. But, chat, before we get up out of here, On your way out, please either hit that subscribe button if I was your cup of tea, if you like what you saw, because I promise you there's more. I promise you there's more. Make sure you come back and you tune in Saturday around 3, 4 o'clock Eastern time. But regardless, chat, we holding up the goddamn wrist. We holding up the goddamn wrist. Period, point blank. Spin that ish, they said one last time.
Matchup. So first down for the Browns. Shedeur in the shotgun. Good pocket.
Deep shot.
He's going
Deep
up
ball.
top. Bond. He's deep as he always is. Lays out and makes an incredible catch.
Great grab. That's a
Isaiah
beautiful catch.
Bond. Woo!
And the crowd goes wild.
One more
Grab
time.
that.
Top Bond. He's deep as he always.
Like he at the edge of his seat. He's at the edge of his seat, chat. He's like, hold on, did he really catch it? He's at the edge of his seat, chat.
Lays out and makes an incredible catch.
Great grab.
That's a
Isaiah
beautiful
catch.
Bond. Woo!
And the crowd goes wild.
Woo!
They got to
Woo!
spike it. It looks like they're running down.
They got to run down. Clock it, clock it. What a ball from Shedeur Sanders and Isaiah Bond. Not going to lie, one of my pet cats, boys.
Yeah.
Nice catch there. All he does is get behind the defense every
does.
single day, every single game, every single week. It doesn't matter. Just match.
Yeah, chat. As day 13 ends, chat, the quarterback competition is alive and well. I believe our guy, too, Shedeur Sanders, he deserves the spotlight. I believe our guy, too, Shedeur Sanders, he deserves the runway. I believe our guy, too, he deserves an opportunity and a chance to cook with this young squad. Yes, it's a revamped offensive line. Yes, it's a totally new offensive scheme, offensive head coach. Defense got a new defensive coordinator. Everything's new. Everything's different. But let this young team come together and let this young team gel. Ain't no need to wait. Ain't no need to sit. Ain't no need to ponder about nothing. Shedeur Sanders, I believe you won training camp. You was cooking for about 6-7 days straight. Then Deshaun came late to the party. Deshaun cooked for about 2-3 days straight. But you were still consistent. You ain't go nowhere. But these last couple of days, even with Deshaun Watson having a good day yesterday too, I believe the reins should be yours, my guy. Now we just need you, Shedeur, to go out and prove it come this goddamn Saturday. This Saturday versus the Chicago Bears. Todd Monken has said one quarterback is going to get the first half, so Deshaun Watson or Shedeur will get the first half. One quarterback will get the second half. Either Deshaun Watson or Shedeur will get the second half. I believe whoever starts this Saturday, chat, I'm going to say it. Whoever starts this Saturday is your starting quarterback for the beginning of the season. Whoever starts this Saturday is your starting quarterback for the beginning of the season. And we'll start week 1 against the Cleveland, against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Whoever starts this Saturday will start week 1 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's typically how it works in the NFL. Your starters go first, this and that. I know it's still a quarterback evaluation. I know it's still a lot to be, looked at. But I believe if we really think about the grand scheme of things and not thinking about Deshaun Watson potentially getting booed if he started next Saturday, I believe that if Shedeur Sanders does start this weekend, then it's because they want to see Deshaun Watson out there cooking against the 2s and the 3s the second half of the game. I believe that. So if Shedeur Sanders start, I say, hey, it's wrist up. It's us, baby. But if he doesn't, I'm not saying we should look too much into it, but we're going to look into that. But I believe it should be Shedeur, chat. I do. I might be remiss. Maybe it might look a little different. But chat, hey, they give him Deshaun Watson more reps with the ones. Yeah, they are. They are giving Deshaun Watson more reps with the ones. But I got a feeling, y'all, Deshaun Watson ain't going to look good this preseason. I got a feeling Deshaun Watson will not look that good during this preseason, chat. I'm just saying. I got a feeling he won't look good this preseason. So I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't. But I think whoever starts this weekend, I think that might be the battle. Yeah, both quarterbacks will start each game. But I think for whichever quarterback starts next week, yeah. And for that scrimmage next week, when the joint practice happens, we will be live and reporting after that joint practice with the Buffalo Bills. I will be telling you what the reports are and what I saw. But chat, if we talking about it, if we having a conversation, Todd Monken is keeping this close to the vest for a reason. Todd Monken did not even say who was going to be starting at today's press conference for a reason. Todd Monken last Saturday switched everything. Nah, Todd Monken. He didn't say the starters. He said that he was going to tell them after. So, I don't know. Chat, I don't know. But this Saturday, whoever starts, that will give you the answer. Because why do you think, if you really think about it, chat, why wouldn't Todd Monken tell the press who's their starting quarterback? Why he going to tell them nah? But he said that he was going to tell his team tonight. So if he's going to tell the team tonight, that's because this decision is probably final, chat. Yeah, it might look different with the media, with potentially one starting this week, one starting next week, but whoever starts next week doesn't really matter. Because the starters are probably going to be playing, and Todd Monken said it during the press conference. The starters are going to be playing. Somebody said in the chat, the starters are going to be playing in that joint practice against Buffalo next week. So whoever starts next Saturday is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. So chat, whoever starts Saturday, whoever starts this Saturday, I'm just saying that's a decision, man. I'm just saying. Let's see what y'all saying in the chat. Let's see what y'all saying in the chat. Coach J88, he said they're not concerned about even reps. They're giving Deshaun Watson more reps with the ones since they're done with installs. Yeah. I heard somebody say cap. I heard somebody laughing. I agree with that. That's why they're keeping it close. Todd switched last Saturday. He said last Saturday was Shedeur, if you listen. They're starting Deshaun Watson. He also said that the starters are only playing in the first preseason because they have, joint practice with the Bills. I said that. That speed going to have to shake Watson up. I'm telling you, that speed, y'all. That speed, Deshaun Watson going to look a little different. No wonder why Watson looks sad walking up for the interview. He knows Shedeur Sanders is the starter. Pay attention to Shedeur Sanders' body language in this interview. He already knows Deshaun Watson going first. Well, some people saying Deshaun Watson looks sad during his interview. Some people said Shedeur Sanders looks sad during his interview. Shedeur Sanders, I'm not going to lie, his body language did look a little sad. His body language did look a little different at today's press conference. That's a fact. That's a fact. Shedeur Sanders' body language did look a little different during the press conference. That's why when Quincy Williams came up there to show him love, I was like, yeah, that's what he needed, because the press conference didn't look a little off today. So, chat, I hear what y'all saying. But bad news, Browns. Yeah, that speed going to shake up that boy Watson. That speed going to be a little different for that boy Watson. Bad news, Browns. I agree with that. But it says no wonder why Watson looks sad walking up to the interview. Yeah, pay attention to the short body language. He knows Deshaun Watson is going first. I think the fact that the starters are only playing the first game, then it's likely QB1 playing with them. Yes. See, that's the thing. That's why I said it, chat. Who just said that? Let me give you a shout out. Who just said that in the chat? Who just said that? MSKFH01. Y'all names killing me. They said, I think the fact that the starters are playing the first game, then it's likely QB1 is playing with them. Yes. If the starters are only playing in the first game and not a lot of starters are going to play in the next game, preseason game versus the Bills, it's likely the starters who are going to be playing this Saturday. So, yeah. Whoever starts this Saturday is the starter for the season. If they listen, not if you listen. Oh. My bad news, Browns. But exactly, that's how I came to my conclusion. So, the start QB1 Saturday. Okay. I hear you, MSK. I hear you. But that's the thing. Come on. Come on. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at y'all chats though. All right, so give me 2 seconds. I'm letting trying to let it populate. My bad, y'all, because I wanted to include the chat with the conversation. All right, so be patient. But yeah, I'm telling y'all though. So we're gonna end this video right there, man. Once again, chat, if the news breaks, I'm not gonna lie to you. If somehow the news gets out tonight, I'm gonna hop my butt back on here tonight. If somehow the news gets out tomorrow, I'm gonna hop back out here tomorrow. When I pop out, you pop in. So when y'all see me pop out, y'all pop in, and we're gonna talk about it. All right? But if you match up everything that Todd Monken said, go back to the press conference. I kind of want to play it again. All right, hold on. Let's go back. Because if we're going to do some investigation, if we're really going to talk about this, chat, at this point, we kicking it. All right? I don't care how long I'm on here with y'all. All right? I love the feedback that I'm getting right now in the chat. I was planning to get us up out of here. But if y'all want to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. All right? So if y'all want to talk about it, hold on. We're going to talk about it. Let me go ahead and pull up the clip. All right? Let me pull up the press conference from earlier so that way we can all have this conversation and discussion about it. All right? Give me 2 seconds. So that way we can all talk and have a discussion about it. All right? Be patient. Be patient. Hold on. Hold the phone, chat. Hold the phone. All right. I'm finna pull this back up because I kind of want us to get into some investigation. Let's pull back up what Ty was saying. All right. Let's pull it back up. So, Todd, can you come back into the front of the congregation for me, please? All right. Because around 1 minute. So, hold on. I'm giving y'all. Hold on, chat. Bear with me. Trying to pull it up. All right. Press conference from today.
Walk through at a high school, De La Salle High School. They're in Chicago.
SO to De La Salle High School, man. SO to De La Salle. That's not too far from my peoples. SO to De La Salle High School. Hey, Chad, you want me to pull up to the high school? I'm flying in to Chicago tomorrow, actually. So if I'm flying in tomorrow, y'all want me to pull up to their practice and get y'all a little footage? Let me stop. I ain't gonna do that. But I'm back in the shot tomorrow, kicking with the family, for the weekend and everything. We living our best lives.
Chicago. We'll do a walk through there. Similar to it really is a little similar, like as if it was a West Coast game. Similar to that, we'll leave a couple days beforehand and enjoy dinner together, and then we'll have walkthrough on Friday, and we'll have our normal Friday night meetings, and then be ready to go Saturday.
Deshaun was up here talking, saying that some years have passed since the Houston days, and he doesn't really think of himself the same way anymore. Do you feel like he has to change his style of play at all, given the injuries and the time that's passed?
I think you have to be who you are, and because if
hold on, chat. Hold on for 2 seconds, chat. Somebody just said, "Are they promoting Shedeur Sanders for the Bears game?" Y'all think so? Are they promoting Shedeur Sanders for the Bears game? I mean, I haven't seen it. Hold on. Let's see. Because if they promote Shedeur Sanders for the Bears game, that might say a little something. It might. But hold on, chat.
If you try to be something you're not going to play at the highest level. Your skill.
Hold on. Let me get to the point.
Right, and we're going to play about similar. I'd like to see the quarterback play a half and get a 2 minute. We're going to
see. He said, "I would like to see the quarterback play and get a 2 minute."
Right, and we're going to play about similar. I'd like to see the quarterback play a half and get a 2 minute. We're going to do everything we can to try and get a 2 minute. Right, simulate that for the half, and we're going to try to do the exact same thing the next week.
Why one for Chicago and the other for Chicago? I mean, which one?
You have to pick.
I know.
Somewhere along, I got to pick somebody. So I have my reasons. Of how it's going to go, and it's not. I mean, it's still a competition. We're still excited to watch guys practice today, let alone, on Saturday and then next week against Buffalo, and we'll get a chance to see them both. And then every week we'll assess it. It'll be a little bit more difficult with the player that doesn't play as much this week or the other quarterbacks, right? We'll be able to assess, in terms of the quarterback that started, how he played, and when the other guys came in and played, and then the opposite will be next week against Buffalo.
I don't think you said this yet, but will the one who doesn't start play in this?
Listen to this.
The one that doesn't start will play the third quarter.
So will you keep your starting offensive?
So the one who doesn't start will play the third quarter. So whoever starts first get in the first half. Whoever starts second get in the second half, right? Right, we understand that. But when it comes to that following week versus Buffalo, chat, the starter is going to be starting when they plan those joint practices against Buffalo. Because during those joint practices, the coaches will be running their stuff. They will be having a real competition to see our ones versus your ones. We don't play this season, so we're going to put our best against your best, and we want to see how it shakes out. We want to see how it shakes out. They are promoting Shedeur Sanders heavy on the Cleveland Browns, their website and the media. So I give y'all that. But at the same time, they always promote Shedeur because Shedeur bring in the money. Y'all know that. It says Zach Jackson stays winning. He says something negative and retweeted and shared the view. He doesn't care what you think. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Can you find out what he said about this Saturday from Shedeur Sanders? Yeah. You always use two for promotion. Yeah, we said that. Marketing and football, decision separate. Yeah. They show him at the end of the video. Where's the video? Hold on. He said they can't fill the seats promoting Watson. That's facts. That's facts. He said, what? Who is this? Yeah. I believe y'all correct, though. Because if we go back to Shedeur Sanders and his press conference, if we just going off of body language, and if we just looking at it, Shedeur didn't look too happy. And I believe potentially Todd Monken might have announced it beforehand. I believe potentially Todd Monken potentially told the team beforehand. Because Shedeur Sanders, he was looking a little bit sad, but I don't know, chat. All of it is up for debate. All of it is up for debate. But real quick, before we go ahead and close this out, because we ain't going to chat, we can speculate about this all night. All right, we're going to speculate about it all night. But that's the thing. It's going to get interesting. It's going to get interesting. It says Monken playing with the media. He already knows if Watson starts, it's not because of his play. It's because the guaranteed money. But that's the thing. The money is irrelevant. They already paid him over $200 million. So what's another $40 million? That's why that's when people say it's about the money. It's about the money. It's about the money. I don't really take into account that it's about the money. Because if we say it's about the money, dog, if it's truly about the money, dog, they already paid him over $200 million. What's another $40 million? They building a whole new billion, a stadium that costs multiple billions. What's $40 million to a billionaire? Stop it. Shedeur Sanders on the books for $1 million this year. That's a lottery ticket. Cut it out. So I don't know. The guaranteed money, yes, you can. But if Shedeur Sanders doesn't start this season, he will eventually have his time. The team knows already. That's a fact. Todd definitely has told the team. He just didn't tell the media. A lot of people in the chat, they reaching. I agree with that. He said, y'all reaching. Yeah.
This past offseason,
but we look at hey, if y'all saying his body language, yeah, we reading the body language, but maybe he just didn't. Dog, he came up to the podium apologizing to the media because he don't rock with them.
Just
he don't want to talk to him
a lot. Honestly, that's where it came from, and they all healed up now. Yeah, but that was the thing. Like I would say at the start of.
But to be quite honest with you, now if we're looking at the language, if we're looking at the body language, and if we go back to that moment with Williams that we were talking about earlier, how somber this press conference was, not even somber. It was just, potentially Todd did tell him earlier. Potentially. But we're going to find out in a couple days, chat. We're going to find out in a couple days. Monken starting to vet with the new offensive line. Also, he want Deshaun to go in here and get hurt and then throw Shedeur in there. I mean, and that's what I said. See, Marin loves God. Shedeur always been like this with the media. I said the same thing. He said that's a recoup Shedeur's contract. Yeah, he knows.
Training camp and everything that, we just had to work through. And
I mean, looking at this thing, I don't know, chat. Y'all can be reaching. We can all be reaching. I don't know. Maybe he feel bad for Watson. Yeah, because Watson and him been like this. Watson the one who kind of gave him the reins. And to be quite honest with you, if we look at Watson's interview from earlier, Watson ain't look like he was the happiest. But honestly, this how Watson always looked. All right, if we being honest, this how Watson always looked. This how Watson
what
always
Coach Monken is, wanted us to do as a QB and as a team, and what is he looking for? Trying to get on the same page on how he calling plays in certain situations. So, my job every day is what I live by is just keep trying to win the day. And every day I just take it one day at a time. Can't rush anything, and let the football that I've been doing for my whole life just kind of take care of itself. So,
Chad, I gave you what you wanted. We look back at both interviews. All right, we compare them both. Y'all got me on here just speculating and whatnot. I don't even do that. But y'all wanted me to look at Tua, so we looking at Tua. It might be a little bit of a reach, though. Might be a little bit of a reach. Like I said, we're going to find out Saturday. But, chat, the moral of the story is whoever starts on Saturday will be the starter for their first game versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I agree. I think he's over the media, period. You can tell that by his body language. That's a fact. He might feel bad for Watson. That's a fact. He's always been like this. That's a fact. Watson should look spooked and throw interceptions. That's how Shedeur gets the start. Not by Watson getting hurt. Yeah. He said, yeah, Shedeur Sanders the winner. Deshaun a better trade candidate if he starts the first preseason game. It doesn't mean Shedeur is in QB1. I mean, to be quite honest with you, if Deshaun goes out there and lay an egg during the preseason, because listen to this, chat. If Deshaun goes out there and he lays an egg during the first preseason game, right, and he just looks horrible, you know how bad that's going to look if he looks horrible during both preseason games or during the joint practice, and then they throw him out there against Jacksonville? If he looks bad during these preseason games, well, ain't nobody really disguising nothing. Ain't nobody really showing what they're going to be doing during the regular season. It's vanilla defenses and vanilla offenses. Vanilla defenses versus vanilla offenses during the regular season. I mean, during the preseason. So if he looks bad against that, dog, that's another reason why Todd Monken isn't saying much about all this, in my opinion. But, dog, we can talk about this all day. If they start Watson at home, the first game, he's going to get booed. He's saying it's his reason for his choice. Now, on the other hand, his teammate may have given him a code. That's with perfect timing. Hey, maybe his teammate. Hey, hold on. Hey, you ain't lying, though. Hold on. Hold on. Hey. Somebody just brought up a good point. Chat, y'all got me in a chat. All right, we were supposed to be done a long time ago. But somebody just brought up a good point. Maybe Quincy Williams knows something that we just don't know. Maybe Quincy Williams, all right, if we look up Quincy Williams, maybe him popping up on Shedeur like that, right? Maybe him popping up on Shedeur like that. Maybe it was because maybe he said, hey, maybe he knows something we don't, chat. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he crashed the press conference for a reason. Maybe he crashed the press conference for a reason because he said, hey, what's your favorite song? Maybe because he just heard the announcement during the meeting. And maybe Shedeur got up there because Shedeur looking at everybody like, hold on, y'all was really out here down me. Y'all was really out here saying that mess, and now I'm QB1. I don't even want to be in front of y'all, but I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to apologize, and I'm going to be here so I don't get fined. But maybe Quincy doing this. Maybe this was a sign. to let us know that he was starting. We all reaching right now. All right, I'm gassing it, y'all. Y'all was reaching, so can I reach a little bit? Can I put my head in the bag too? Can I reach in there?
All right, I got a question for you though. What's your question? If you had a walk out of the tunnel song, what song would
If you had a walk out of the tunnel song, what that's supposed to mean, Quincy? Because now we looking into it. Nah, Chad, let me start reaching.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
You said perfect timing. I hope yours will be that too.
Hey, maybe Quincy was trying to tell us something, chat. Maybe Quincy was trying to tell us something because right now we all reaching. All right, let me get back to the chat. Let me get back to the chat, man. Let me get back to the chat. Shedeur Sanders' attitude seemed to change after that. Yeah, look at the press conference vid. His teammate may have given him a clue. They saying that, but the owner may say otherwise. Yeah, that's the thing. Jimmy might say otherwise, but Jimmy rock, at least in the media, in front of the media, Jimmy rocks with Prime. Jimmy met and had dinner with Prime during the pre-draft interviews. Jimmy, Dillon, and Prime, they all sat and talked and ate dinner together. Last season, when Shedeur was in, towards the end of last season, Prime was in Jimmy's suite. Just remember that. So you can say Jimmy this, Jimmy that. Jimmy sometimes just be talking out of both sides of his mouth. All right, Jimmy, we can't really pay too much attention to Jimmy. But y'all saying Deshaun Watson guaranteed $40 million, but that $40 million, dog, they already paid him over $200. They already enrolled him out. It's cool. What's another 40? It'd be like that. But anyway, let's get back to the chat, man. All right. Hold on, let me see. I think Watson goes first and Shedeur wins the job in joint practices with the Bills. Either way, by week 5, Shedeur Sanders is a starter. Ian Cole, I agree with that potentially. If Shedeur doesn't start, Ian Cole, I agree with that. Shedeur will eventually play. Yes, I think we all can at least agree on that point. Shedeur Sanders will eventually play at some point this season, period. But he said, no way he knows. Oh, LOL. We will see either way. Saturday going to be the most watched preseason game this season. Yeah, Saturday is going to be the most watched preseason game. That's a fact. We know that. Hell, I'm QB1. I'm starting all the preseason games. Hey, but now that we think about it with the context clues, y'all got me out here reaching, chat. Chat, y'all got me out here reaching for anything. All right? Hey, but I love the conversation, man. I love the conversation. I love the back and forth. Chat, I really appreciate y'all, man. I really do appreciate it because this is some good conversations. Yes, we dang near reaching a little bit, but hey, it be like that. It be like that. Can we reach? Can we have a little fun? Is that allowed? Can we live our best lives? But hey, let me play this video one last time, though.
All right, I got a question for you though. What's your question? If you had a walk out of the tunnel song, what song would it be?
If you had this is like, if you really think about it though, chat, this is kind of random. This is Quincy Williams. He's new to the squad. He knew he was just playing for the Jets last year. He still got the green in his hair. So why he coming up randomly just saying, hey, chat, we can look into it all. We can speculate all day. We can keep on reaching if you want to reach. I can reach deep. All right? Pause. But you real talk.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
You said, what's the song? Perfect time.
Will be that too.
But chat, all right, we gonna end it right there. All right. That just gave it away. Watson gets it. Shedeur Sanders gets it. The Cleveland media don't get it. Watch the whole vid. Oh, okay. Because that's the thing. Because I was saying this earlier. I just thought he was just watching Shedeur during a press conference, just being fun. You know, just being a good teammate, just being supportive. But did this give it away, chat? Did this give it away?
All right, I got a question.
Because the way he cheesing, why he coming over there cheesing so hard? Hey, chat, I don't know. Chat, we can keep on going on this all day. But which side of the aisle are you on? All right? Watson gets it. Shedeur Sanders gets it. Cleveland media don't get it. Yeah. They just gave it away. Watch when one of his teammates can't remember which one asks him about which song he wants to run out the tunnel, and he said perfect timing. Hey, we looking at it right here.
All right, I got a question for you though. What's your question? If you had a walk out of the tunnel song, what song would it be?
Because if you got to walk out of the tunnel song, listen, y'all. Hey, look. Hold on, chat. Can we drop? I think we just saw the goddamn case. Hold on. Whoa. Hey, chat. This whole moment went over their heads. Hold on. I'm going to play the whole entire video, chat. Because maybe Quincy Williams, if we looking at it, chat, if we really looking at it, maybe that's the code. Maybe that's why Quincy went over that, because they all just playing with the media at this point. Hey, he said, y'all reaching. We reaching. I'm telling you, we reaching. We definitely reaching. Tom Munkin said he was going to tell the QBs later. Hey, but chat, once again, we're just speculating. All right? We just speculating. But if he been asking everybody that question, then yeah, we might be reaching. But I don't know. Regardless, chat, we all reaching. All right? I'm just trying to have a little fun with it. Y'all brought it up. All right? Can I have fun with the chat? Can I have fun with y'all? Is that allowed? I already told y'all what my viewpoints was and what I thought. All right, but can I reach with y'all? Y'all was reaching. Can I reach a little bit? All right, let's just watch it one more time. All right? Because if you got to walk out of the tunnel song, that must mean you a starter. But I don't know.
All right, I got a question for you though. What's your question? If you had a walk out of the tunnel song, what song would it be?
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
You say yeah.
I hope yours will be that too.
But anyway, last clip that I'm going to show Shedeur Sanders today. Today was UH Rainbow Day at training camp. Wholesome moment with Shedeur and one of the Rainbow kids.
Get out there.
Todd Munkin. Look at this wholesome moment. Can we put some hearts in the chat? I don't know what somebody tell me in the chat, what does UH Rainbow Day stand for? I'm oblivious. Somebody tell me, what was the main point? Because I saw Deshaun Watson with the shirt. What's UH Rainbow Day? Somebody let me know in the chat.
What you been doing all day? Ain't no point to be nervous, bro. How you been catching?
He said, I'm nervous. He said, you don't got no point to be nervous.
What you been doing all day? Ain't no point to be nervous.
Hearts in the chat, man. Hearts in the chat, baby. I love stuff like this.
Get out there. Get out there.
He said, throw him one. Hey. Hey, Todd know what's up. Shedeur said I have to practice every day. See, hold on, chat. Hey, chat. Hey, the head coach with his QB1 right there. Head coach with his QB1. All right, now, chat, we just all reaching. Chat, that's because we having fun today, because the reason why we having so much fun today, because to be quite honest with you, we don't know what's really going to happen. Chat, we do not know what's really going to happen. We don't know what Todd Munkin going to say. We don't know what his decision is. Right now, all we can do is speculate. Right now, all we can do is reach, because honestly, that's all we can do right now. But let's look at the future right quick. This is, dog, it's perfect timing, ain't it? Dog, come. What are we talking about? Like, I'm just excited because I love seeing good, wholesome moments like this. And that's the head coach. And Todd Munkin just came over there because he saw Shedeur talking to the kids. Shedeur do this every day. And then Todd Munkin just happened to come over there and kick it with him. That's love, bro.
What you been doing all day?
Let's watch it one more time, Chad.
How you been catching? Get out there. Get out there.
Let's watch it one more time, Chad. He said it's a good reach, though. Hey, Coach J88, it's a good reach, though. Hey, I appreciate that. We all reach it. It's a good reach, though. Hey, chat. We can reach all night, all right? We can reach all night. He let them know without letting them know. Somebody said, all right, let me get to y'all comments real quick. If he asks that to everyone, never mind. He let them know, all right, you guys are going to be at a different game. He goes up against different teams, playing against his own guys. Yeah, but Shedeur Sanders, we know he gonna cook against everybody, dog. We know the kind of talent he has. I'm not worried about Shedeur Sanders playing other teams. I know he's been cooking against his own teammates during practice, but you got to remember the Browns defense is a hell of a goddamn defense. Don't disrespect the Browns defense. He's playing a good fucking defense during practice each and every day. Excuse my French chat. You know I don't like to curse. I'm sorry for that, but I'm just saying. Like, don't just say just because he's doing this during practice. At the end of the day, Shedeur Sanders is going to continue to cook regardless of whoever it is against, if I'm being honest with you. All right. He broke the interview of those reporters asking Shedeur Sanders a question. Jimmy and Prime. All right. Jimmy and Prime, just like this. Yeah. Monken knows Watson will get booed playing at his home first. Yeah, we all know. Guys, I said that yesterday. That's the reason why I ain't bringing it up today, because I don't want to continue to reiterate some of the same points. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up today. All right. But Monken knows, and everybody know. I think even us know. Like, we all know. Deshaun Watson goes out there, then yes, he will get booed. But that's the thing. This Saturday, though, it doesn't matter. You want your starting quarterback to go out there with the starting defense, with the starting offense. Next week is next week. If Shedeur goes out there this Saturday, Deshaun Watson goes out there next weekend, yeah, he might get booed. But then again, at that point, we know what's up. Because if Shedeur Sanders starts this Saturday, he's going to start against a joint scrimmage when they playing Josh Allen and them boys, who damn near he almost beat last year. I just leave that there. Because he outplayed Josh Allen in that game, if we remember. But we don't got to talk about old stuff. But let me finish off with y'all comments, and we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, because we're going to get out of here, because I really got a few other things I got to do, chat. I love it, though. All right, but Monken knows Watson will get booed the first game. Both quarterbacks will play all the games. Yeah, I bet they start Deshaun. I mean, why the question? Watson is QB1 in the first preseason game. Watson is starting Saturday. 53, see you aunties here. We rock with Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur will start a game at home against the Bills. I'm out. Y'all be good. Peekaboo 22. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you always showing love. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button before you leave, before you're on your way out. And those are all the chats that we're going to get into today. So if you blew up the chats, hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Today we had fun. Today was a hell of an episode. All right, today, even this moment. All right, today was a hell of an episode. We had fun. I hope that y'all felt the energy through the screen. To be quite honest with you, I do this for y'all, man. I do this for us because this is a community. All right, this is a community. I look at y'all like family, man. And at the end of the day, we're going to continue to build this community out. I know y'all probably didn't know my name, or you didn't know who I was from a can of paint, from a slight, but now you do know who I am. And now we can build this thing together. If you got a channel, put your channel down there. I'm going to come show you love. Like I always say, I do show my people love. So now y'all know about my channel. Now you know about me. So before you get up out of here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, man. And we're going to continue to cook. But we're going to end the day. All right, we're going to end today. Okay, with this last little highlight, the highlight of the day, not commentary. I just want to show it in 4K. And look at Andrew Berry. Hey, who peeped Andrew back there? Hey, look at it. Man, hey, I ain't even peep Andrew at practice today, chat. You see, I spy with my little eye. He ain't been out there, but he out there with today. Shedeur Sanders going with hey, that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. Hey, man, wrist up, baby. Wrist up, man. Wrist up. So, anyway, let's watch it. Last play of the day. We got to watch it. Highlight of the day, pass of the day. Ooh, let's watch it from the beginning. Highlight of the day. Got to go ahead and watch it one last time. Woo, that was a pretty ball and a pretty catch. This was posted, of course, by Cleveland Browns. They got it in 4K. So we appreciate that. Let's drop another bomb for one last time. And yes, that is a catch. So with that being said, chat, we're going to end on that high note. I had fun today. I hope you had fun. I hope you had a blast. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for always coming in and always showing love. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you, dog. Whoever starts. Oh, Well, ain't no more speculation, chat. I guess us reaching. We was reaching for no reason. Chat, I guess we was reaching for no reason. Since we on here, should we talk about it? Should we have a conversation about it? Deshaun Watson will start this Saturday's preseason game with Shedeur Sanders to start next week's game. That hit. All right, hold on. I'm going to go check your YouTube channel out, man. Gaming content, I got you. Dub on the sticks, I got you. We going to go check you out, my guy. Appreciate you. Put y'all channels in the chat, man. Put your channels in the chat. I'm going to come subscribe and show y'all some love. Put y'all channels in the chat, man. But, folks, there you have it. The Cleveland Browns have just announced Deshaun Watson will start this Saturday's preseason game with Shedeur Sanders to start next week's game, which makes sense. Starts Deshaun on the road. See what he got. See how it goes. Start Shedeur Sanders at home in front of the fans. But, chat, that brings my next point. I said it. Whoever starts this weekend is probably your starter for the first preseason game. And now this brings a different take. I'm reporting this live, so I don't got time to kind of gather my thoughts, but I mean, hey, we're going to see where the chips fall. We're going to see where the chips fall. Period. Deshaun Watson, the latest news, posted by the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson will start this Saturday's preseason game with Shedeur Sanders to start next week. So Deshaun Watson, he's going to play in the first half. Shedeur Sanders is going to play the second half. Watson's won today if we're measuring it only by completions. Yeah, Watson can win today if we're looking at it only by completions, but we won't measure it only in completions. But, see, y'all, I'm going to save my take for tomorrow. I'm going to sit on this. I'm going to close this video out because I don't want to say nothing, that I'm going to regret or say anything that I don't truly feel without thinking about this and sitting with it. But at first glance, Deshaun Watson going to start probably that Jacksonville Jaguars game. Whoever starts doing that joint practice next week, that's going to be Deshaun Watson too. Because if Shedeur Sanders is going to start next Saturday, the starters really ain't going to play next Saturday against the Buffalo Bills because they're going to practice and play in that scrimmage, right? They're going to practice and play in that scrimmage next Saturday. I mean, next week, throughout the week, they're going to go against the Buffalo Bills within that scrimmage, right? So within all that, in with now, Deshaun Watson starting his first game with the first team offense. Chat. Now we're going to see where the chips going to fall. Shedeur Sanders will still play this season. I got faith in that. I believe it. Deshaun Watson, though, he will start this Saturday in the preseason game versus Chicago Bears. I will be in attendance. I will show y'all my ticket, but I don't know how, some of y'all, might be some real scammers out here, and I don't want my ticket to go flying, not be there. I will be there Saturday for Deshaun Watson start. Flying out to Chicago tomorrow. All right, so I will be there Saturday to watch Deshaun Watson in person, and I will give you what I see with my own two eyes. But this right here, chat, says a lot. Not what I want to see. Not what I wanted ultimately. This kind of puts everything to bed as far as who's going to start that Jacksonville Jaguars game. I could be jumping to conclusions. I could be wrong. We were reaching earlier, having fun with it, but Chad is right here in front of us. It's right here in front of us. So, Deshaun, it's a lot of pressure on you, my guy. Deshaun Watson, it's a lot of pressure on you. You ain't played in 2 years. Shedeur Sanders is going to have an opportunity to cook. Shedeur Sanders is going to look great because he's going to be going against 2s and goddamn 3s come this Saturday. So I'm not going to be too excited about that, but it is what it is. At least we can still watch our guy Sanders ball. But yeah. I don't like this chat. I don't. But it's okay. It's okay. Because we're going to end with this, chat. I'm just going to play this one more time for the people in the back. Ain't no need to get discouraged. Ain't no need to lose hope. Ain't no need to lose faith. Because Deshaun Watson, you're in the lead right now. But if you don't perform well this Saturday, and if you don't perform well against those joint practices when the actual bullets are flying against actual other teams, that's why Todd Monken continues to have his hand. That's why Todd Monken continues to have one hand behind his back. Because it's still going to come down to, how does Deshaun look? How does Deshaun look in a real game against real competition, against real bullets flying? Deshaun Watson, you're going to have to show a lot. The pressure is on now. The first game is yours. Just like we kind of talked about last episode. The first game is yours, Deshaun. So we will see how things shape out. We will see where the cookie crumbles and where, things match up. So, Deshaun, I'm here for it. I hope you do well. I hope you dominate it. I hope you crush it. I hope you kill it. But just know you got to kill it. Just know you got to crush it. If we see interceptions, we see crazy incompletions, Todd Monken can change his mind. Because to the media, he ain't said much. But Deshaun Watson is your starting quarterback, at least until further notice, for the beginning of the season and for this first preseason game. You heard it here first, folks. We will talk about it later. If you feel some type of way, if you feel discouraged, don't worry. Because we're going to end with this video right here. We're going to end with this video right here. Talk to him one last time, too. Talk to him one last time.
But there's no excuse. You got to go out there and perform. Like, there's no choice, there's no question. Nobody cares if this was 1 week of prep. Who cares? So a lot of people want to see me fail, and that ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
It ain't going to happen, chat. So on that note, keep holding the wrist up. We ain't going to fail. Minus setback for a major comeback. But honestly, it might just set us up for success in the future. Deshaun, you can go roll out there for the first few games. And then we're going to watch Shedeur come out here and cook. And then we're going to watch the new Cleveland movement start. So, Deshaun, congratulations. 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 But you got to still know the race ain't over. It's a marathon for a reason. So, chat, before we get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I truly, truly thank you for tuning in. I truly, truly thank you for always coming back. We just not getting started. I might just pop back on here tomorrow and show you what Todd Monken had to say to the press and to the media about certain things. And, we're going to go from there. But without further ado, it's been a hell of an episode. It's been a hell of a day. I appreciate you. I thank you. I told y'all we was going to go a little longer today. I wasn't expecting to go dang almost 4 hours on here with y'all today. I wasn't. I was not. But, they just keeping the same rotation, bro. Hey, bad news Browns. You might be right. Because if you think about it, it is the rotation. Shedeur was up with the ones today. Deshaun up with the ones Saturday. Hey, you might be right. You might be right, bad news Browns. Only time will tell. But there you have it. Deshaun Watson starting Saturday. Shedeur Sanders starting next week. Competition is not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. But Deshaun, the pressure is on. Shedeur, keep cooking. Iron sharpens iron, baby. And we just going to keep on riding the wave. We just going to keep on riding the wave until we can't no more. So, hey, once again, don't be discouraged because the fight ain't over. I promise you that. But, yeah, Monken's smart. I mean, if we point out the obvious, Monken will be smart for playing Watson first because he knows his fallback is Shedeur Sanders. So if Watson really looks like he's trash, then he can always go back to Shedeur Sanders. And Shedeur Sanders will just be that much more ready to perform and start and ball. But regardless, I ain't want to see Watson, period. But it is what it is. So Watson, we're going to be watching. SO to Peekaboo, U22. SO to Bad News Browns for sticking in here with me to the end. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Thank you for continuing to blow up the comments. Thank you for continuing to show love in these videos. I appreciate y'all. All right. But without further ado, please do me one more favor. Please do me one more favor. Please send this to your daddy, your best friend, friend of another friend, your mama, your cousin, Lit Johnny, Lit Timmy. Don't forget about Little Susie too. Make sure Little Susie get these gems as well. And make sure you send these gems over to Lit Josh. And make sure on the way out, you hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Send these gems once again to everybody you know. And we will come back and we will continue to talk about it. But Shedeur can make up ground with these games. That is true. Bad News Browns, I appreciate you. Peekaboo, I appreciate you. Hey, Browns, we will continue to give you coverage. So without further ado, we're going to talk soon. But my beautiful people, guess what? Guess what? We out. See you soon, baby. Deuces. We out.
Hey, we live now, really.